Welcome to another episode of ArtCo Drone Solutions Birthday Bash number 3. We've got a great show today. We're going to just celebrate like there's no tomorrow. I'm going to adjust my camera here just a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's good. That looks good. Yeah. Number 3. We made it to number 3. The show is doing really well. I'm putting out more and more content out there, and this part right here, doing the live show is a lot of fun because I get to meet all my subscribers, and we talk about drones. We talk about a whole lot of other stuff. So, yeah. So I got the candle for the cake. I got a cake here. I've got almond toffee. We're going to give away in about an hour. And I'm going to give away this never opened, never flown Tello Drone. I'm going to give away this, and then I've got a bonus gift for you guys. Another Enstrom candy, but it's not toffee. It is different, and you will love it. So let's get the show going, and bring up my first panelist. Let's welcome to the show Chuck, co-vacation or co-vaction.
Covaction.
Welcome,
Been called worse.
Chuck.
Hey Art, thanks for having me. Happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
You made it through the terrible twos.
Yes, I did. Did, and soon I will be potty trained.
So, you're slow curve. Well, third time's a charm. It's all good.
Yep, that's right. And we had no problem so far. I actually have audio working. Yeah.
Knocking on wood. Or knock on wood.
Yeah. This show is brought to you by vMix and StreamYards, where we don't have the pesky problems like Wire Crash does.
Wire crash. It's in the name. Crash. Wish we had the sound effects board like wire crash.
Yeah. I saw James was in the chat a little while ago here. So
I saw him.
Good morning, Magadan Umaga, James, and Magadan Umaga to Drone Views Media.
Oh, Drone Views Media is also in the Philippines?
They're from the Philippines.
Nice.
Yep. So I want to say hello to a few people. Drone Life RC, Steve Mack, Michael McReynolds, Mike Roach, Chris Wedgeworth, because everybody needs their Wedgeworth. Ed, Love My Drones.
Sorry.
And 2K Drones. Welcome. Jerry Bauer. Welcome. Cool. DumbTube, welcome to the show. We've got a great crowd already. We're up to 18 and 20. So let's get this party going.
Party started.
Hold on, a little later today. A little later in the show, we'll be doing the giveaway for this, the drone.
How do I get over there? I can't get over there. It won't let me.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, and Vidar Lurvag. Haven't seen him in a long time. Welcome. He's all the way from Norway.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're getting some of the European people here. Oh, Big Water UAV. Welcome. Good to see you. All right, cool.
Do you think Vidar knows Drone in Nature? His name's Espen. He lives in Norway also.
Oh, okay.
You guys should check out one another's channels.
There you go.
Vidar, you have to check out Drone in Nature.
And hopefully a little later we'll have Robbie RC all the way from Belgium.
Cool. Spanning the globe, Art. You're spanning the globe.
Oh, and drone live views. Look at this. I've got some Sam Mig. Mike Roach, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Yes, eat more cake. Yes. Let's see if I could take the lid off.
Careful. Yeah. Don't burn the studio down either.
Yeah.
I know you just got your smoke detector fixed, Art. Let's not test it out.
That's good.
Don't want to test it out.
Hold on, let me move.
Yeah, don't like the mic on fire either.
Well,
I don't know if they're flame retardant or not. I'm not sure. Ooh, that looks good.
Cake. Yep.
Is that like Death by Chocolate? What is?
Oh, I don't know, but I love chocolate.
Oh, so man of my own heart.
The candle on a little later in the show. And Michael Wright, all the way from Texas. Tex Arc Drone Guy. Welcome. So we're getting some of the Texas guys. So hopefully we'll get some more Texas guys like Sunrise Water Media and who else? Oh, Kelly Shores. Hopefully he'll show up, and Lone Star UAV. That's Kai Friedrichsen, my big brother. He could have fixed this smoke detector real easy.
How tall is Kai?
He's 7 foot tall.
Seriously?
Yep.
I better not upset him. He'd pound me into the ground like a tent stake. I come up to his waist. Maybe just his belly button around here.
I had a friend of mine. He was 7'2".
Wow. That's tall.
Yeah. Gangly guy. Skinny guy. He had what's called Marfan syndrome, where he had the extra long fingers and
oh, really?
long face. Yeah.
He would have been
like
a great
Abraham
bass player.
Lincoln.
He would have been a great bass player. You know, bass players, they have really long fingers. They can slap at the bass.
Right.
Slap at the bass. I love you, man.
Unfortunately, he passed away several years ago. He had heart issues all his life.
Is that common? That's common for people that...
yeah, they have Marfan's.
Yeah. Everything grows big, but the pump isn't big enough to manage all that.
Yeah.
Boo. Probably had a big heart, but just not physically a big heart. Emotionally a big heart. I'm sorry, Art. That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, and his name was Tree. His real name is Troy, but everybody called him Tree.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he had long hair, and I'd see him at all the heavy metal clubs. Yeah, great guy.
He never had to worry about being in, not being in the front row. In fact, if he was in the front row, you weren't going to look through the tree. Like I'd be the vertically challenged dude behind. Go, what the fuck? Why is that guy up there?
Originally I was going to give away this this drone at 1,500, and that was like so long ago. I said, screw it, I'll do it on my birthday, 3rd birthday. So we'll do that.
Birthday.
Yep. So hopefully that'll get enough people to come and watch the show.
It's too bad you couldn't transport cake to people watching. It'd be cool, wouldn't it?
That'd be
Beam
nice.
It through. We need YouTube with Taste-O-Vision. Those little scratch and sniff things. Imagine if we had like a little scratch and sniff card you could send out to people watching, and they could scratch and go,
There you go.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Next best thing to being there.
And I did something a little different here. I dyed my goatee.
Oh, is that what you did? I thought maybe you ate another cake on your own. I'm kidding. I didn't notice.
So, what have you been doing? Ain't flying lately? I did a little bit of FPV stuff last weekend. Hope to do some more this weekend.
Ooh, no, I haven't. But I have where is it? I have new antennas.
Oh, cool.
Little Lumineer stubby ones.
Oh, nice.
Gotta try them out tomorrow, hopefully. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Today I know why you were running around. I was running around. But yeah, the work week's it was crazy. I didn't get a chance to do any flying at all. Charged up batteries thinking I was gonna, and then nope. No airtime.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Mel. Good to see you. 400 AGL. Welcome to the show.
All right, how's the FPV flying going? You still flying the little bitty the little doodad there?
The little tiny hawk.
Tiny hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How you doing with it?
God, I need to start flying more because boy, I haven't flown in so long that I crashed
You a little rusty?
so many times last week.
Oh,
But I did get a lot of video out of it. Went through 5 batteries.
Wow.
Or 5 packs, man.
5 packs? What's that?
Yeah.
5 or 6 minutes?
Yeah, about 5-6 minutes each.
Yeah, they go pretty. Oh, that's not so bad for FPV, right? That's pretty good.
Yep.
3 to 5 minutes is good.
Yep.
But it hauls ass, doesn't it? Zips around pretty good.
Yeah,
fly it in the studio
if I
now.
get really good, then I can finally fly the 5-inch. I'm just not that confident to fly the 5-inch yet.
Trust me, I'm not putting the FPV drone in manual mode anytime soon.
Yeah.
I have to get another wallet and another credit card to do that. That's
There
suicide.
you go.
Oh, it'll be in pieces.
Did you see Sean Oz video where he flew the FPV drone in the snow?
Yeah, and he
That
made like a
was
snow
cool.
angel with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Mike Miller.
There's
Cool.
Mike.
Yeah, so Chris
Mike-
Hope is at his granddaughter's basketball game, so hopefully he could pop in later in the show.
James is probably eating breakfast, as usual.
Yeah, he's probably having either waffles or
Pancakes. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Both sound good to me right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's always a good time for those two things. And cake. Cake's always good. Especially chocolate cake. Art, you have very good taste. I got to get out there sometime.
I got the fork outs, so I'm prepared.
Stick a fork in it. It's
Yep.
done. You think Ken will stop in and say hello?
I hope so. That'd be cool.
Hope I don't
Yep.
scare him away.
Well, at least this time I sent out the email blast earlier today because last time I sent him one, he got in. He was here really early, like hours early.
Oh,
And then
really?
I got a message from him say, "I was there, but there was nobody there." And I
Nobody was there. I like that train station that he was at a couple of times last week. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, the
old roundhouse?
turnabout. Yeah,
it's cool.
turntable. Yeah.
That looked pretty cool. I'd love to fly in there. I bet he had a good old time flying in that place.
Well, we've got a railroad museum just not far from where I live, just to the west and south of here. That'd be cool if you could fly fly that, but you probably need permission to do that.
I know you can't fly directly over trains, right? Because they're infrastructure, but you can
Well,
fly
these
the
are all
side of them.
parked.
Oh, on the spurs?
Yeah, it's a museum. Hey,
Let me
let's
think.
welcome all the way from Australia, the land down under, Oz by drone, Greg Kunert.
G'day,
Hey.
g'day.
And he's
How
down
you doing?
under.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Bad joke.
Oh, bad joke.
Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah, well.
Hey, Greg.
Look, all I can say is you're looking at things from the wrong perspective. We're on top always.
Our toilet water spins in the other direction going down.
Something like that, yeah.
Coriolis effect.
You're talking about flying over trains.
Yeah.
Yes,
Just
there's
share
a
an
train
interesting-
museum near me.
Yeah, just share an interesting perspective from something we did this weekend on my show. We looked at an impact of a drone on a car windshield. And
Ooh.
they concluded that there is no risk if you're traveling for a combined speed of under, I think it was 31 or 39 miles per hour. So if you fly your drone over stationary objects and you're going to crash into it, and the worst thing that you're going to try and break is glass, it won't break the glass if you don't fly above, was it 31 or 39? I can't remember. You'd have to check it back.
Breaking
So
or
there's
cracking.
no risk. There's no risk to people. You might scratch something, but you're not going to risk the people inside. Flying over people, you still got that old chestnut. But
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
That's true.
I don't know. I'm skeptical based on I wonder what were the specs of the drone, and then like what
It
was
was
the
a
mass of the
Mavic.
drone.
I think it was a Mavic, Mavic 2.
So
Or was
2
it a
pounds.
Mavic Pro? Yeah. Your average general consumer drone.
That's they come in about 2 pounds, which I'm not. Was that how many kilograms? Is that 1 kilogram or is it 4 kilograms? I forget which way it goes. Backwards or forwards? I think it's backwards.
Yeah.
I think that'd be 4 kilograms is 2 pounds.
Something like that, yeah.
Anyway, yeah. I don't know. It depends how it hits too.
No, this data was accepted by the FAA. They actually, the testing was done by
Nice,
State
Mike.
Farm Insurance, and they got FAA waivers for flying over cars on the basis of that, as long as they kept below the speed where there is a risk. And that was what they did.
Interesting. And Mike, good call, man. I have 2 Mavic 2 Pros. Guess make sure I don't fly over traffic that's traveling higher
yeah.
than 30 miles an hour.
But there is new data, certainly, since that was done, and the FAA's put out their own flying over vehicles advisories now. But yeah, anyway, there you go.
No, it's good stuff. I think if I go to the UK in the fall, I'm going to need to take something more than just the hobbyist exam that I already passed. I'll have to get a higher level to fly. Thank you, Vidar. Yeah.
Actually, it was more than that. Sorry. Here we go. Since the demonstration shows that a key differentiator is speed, regulators are able to define operations that do not pose any danger. The slim margin between a virtually pristine windshield and a destroy one drew a clear boundary around low-risk scenarios. The data showed that as long as the potential relative impact speed never exceeds, and it wasn't 30-something, it's bigger than that, and you're going to like it, 62 miles per hour, flights over moving vehicles presented minimal risk.
Minimal risk. Well, it depends on the thickness of the windshield, too. I know a couple of Corvettes that have thinner windshields to save weight. I imagine you sacrifice a little bit of strength.
Yeah.
Thinner. Well, that's cool stuff. Makes me feel less scared about having one lose control and drop into a highway.
Yeah. But having said that, that was testing that they did before they did their new guidelines and regulations and stuff. And just because it's minimal risk, you should follow the new guidelines.
I wonder if we're ever going to be forced to carry parachutes on these things or anything like that.
It's funny you mention it. The people who were doing this testing, was it that story? Yeah, the company that was testing was Parazero.
Okay.
Together with State Farm. and they did some testing also with parachutes for other testing. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd love to have State Farm and the rest of them say, yeah, you can fly, but you have to have a parachute. You can call these guys right here. Visit their website. Order today.
Yeah. I think that was flying over people testing in parallel.
Yeah, I would think so. That's where the parachutes can be most beneficial.
Yeah.
Over people's.
Hello, Herman. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, Phantom Flight.
Cool.
Wow, with the way we're all getting vaccinated, sorta, kinda. Might be able to get down to New York City and see Phantom Flight 101 sometime.
Thank you very much, Steve Carpenter, for that $20 super chat. Thank you. All right, cool.
That looks like a Mavic Air 2.
That should pay for the cake.
There you go. Or is that a Mini? Mavic Air 2. What was that? What was that drone art? In Steve's avatar.
Oh, I think it's a...
Is that an Air 2? Or is
No, it's not an Air 2. It might be a
Mini?
Mavic 2 Pro.
I think so.
Huh. Anyway.
I can't see it clearly here, but yeah.
Sort of figured out.
So what's happening? What's happening, guys?
Art Show Turn 3. Happy birthday to ArtCo Drone Solutions.
Yeah,
Happy
so let's sing,
birthday
everybody. Everybody sing
Happy birthday to ArtCo Drone Solutions. It's hard to say. Happy
It's a big long one,
birthday
yeah.
to ArtCo Drone Solutions. Happy birthday to you.
To me.
And many more. I should have waited for James for that one. He could have played like guitar. I'm not ready to play trombone yet, but I've been working on the mouthpiece. I've been buzzing the mouthpiece. Get my lip back.
Hello,
I've got
Dre,
something.
Recovery Drone. Recovery One Drone.
Can I play videos over StreamYard? I've not tried it before.
Yeah,
Yes, you
it's
can.
share button down on the bottom there. See the
Yeah,
little,
but does it capture audio?
if you click the audio button, there's a little audio checkbox. Get out,
Share.
look down, you'll see the little, you can
Yeah.
check share audio and pick like a tab's a good way to do it, like
there
your
we go.
browser tab.
If it's not StreamYards, it's crap.
If it's not
Thank you.
StreamYard, it's Wirecast.
wire crash.
Uh,
Oh, poor Ken.
Oh,
He's
man.
had a rough go of that. Those guys owe him something. That's rotten. Although it made for some good entertainment. It probably, the shock appeal does bring in people sometimes. So maybe that was all a setup.
Happy birthday to you. 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 Happy birthday to you.
There we
okay,
go.
we got the
Thank
idea.
you, Greg, and I think it's time
That was awesome, Greg.
for an
Good call,
adult
man.
beverage.
Mine's empty.
San Miguel Filipino beer.
Yep, recognize that one.
Cheers.
But mate, if you're going to drink Filipino beer, you don't drink San Mig. You got to drink Red Horse.
Oh, Red.
Hard.
I haven't tried Red.
I had a
Horse yet,
Tahitian
but-
beer once. It's on my beer shelf up here.
Red Horse leaves people very,
Had
very
this.
loopy the next day.
Oh,
That's an oldie from a trip to Maui. It's fun for the whole family.
there we go.
Anyway, Mr. Art, I had promised some things with my family, my parents today, but I'm going to
All
be
right.
watching from there. But I just dropped in since it was a birthday show. I thought I'd have to do
Well,
that.
thank
and
you
I
very
thought
much,
it was
sir.
appropriate to share that video as well. And the only bad thing about that video was it came from the Wirecast Media Library. I feel dirty.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh. Well, it didn't crash. It worked fine.
yeah.
Cheers,
Okay,
Art.
guys.
Look at him go. Chug. chug, 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 chug. Oh, forget it.
Okay.
How about a burp? How about a little
And
bit
that's
of
the dark beer.
wop?
Yeah.
No, nothing. Nothing yet. We're waiting.
Come on. It'll come. It'll get there.
It's come on. It's got to be percolating.
He's waiting for the burp.
It's got to percolate. Oh, I give that a 2. But okay, it's next time you got to get to a 3. See,
Wow.
at least 3.
Hey, hello, Brad
by the way-
Olson.
400 AGL, no, he won't get a copyright strike because it's copyright-free music as long as I've downloaded it from that Wirecast library and I can reuse it on there. It's all legit.
Yay! Too legit to quit.
Woohoo.
Yep. Anyway, I'm going to bail. Have a good one, and I'll catch up with you in a bit.
Thank you.
Take care, Greg.
Bye.
Have a great one.
That was nice. I liked his birthday song. That was cool, man.
Yeah, that was cool.
We all got to sing along and dance a little bit, like white people.
Hey, Steve Carpenter, thanks for popping in. Good to see you, my friend.
That's a bad joke. I'm sorry. I know I can't dance. No rhythm.
But art don't have it.
Don't have it.
Ah, Tom Tentos.
Mr.
Good to
Tentos
see
is
you.
in the house.
Mhm.
He had some nice overalls in the Rick Halbert dedication video. Did you see that?
Yes.
He's sporting those overalls.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I'd known him when I was in Oklahoma City. Well, if I ever get back, I'll have to look him up.
And there's my Teespring link if you want to go there. Cool, cool, cool. And
It's Ray Kelly.
yeah,
Hey,
Ray
Ray.
Kelly, good to see you.
Is Brad dropping off?
All right, Brad, good to see you. Take care. You playing a song?
Oh, here we go. Worrying about the 4 strikes. Well, let's hope not. Don't need any of that crap.
Yeah.
I know with
Ah.
I know when Keith and I started up 2K Drones about a week or so ago to have our live stream move there, that we had to buy another subscription to Epidemic Sound because everything else is crap. So, but we needed another subscription because you can't. It's 1 per channel.
Oh, okay.
So we had to, since we broke it off into a separate new channel, we had to get another subscription.
I see.
So they got a little more,
And
coinage
here's my
out of us.
email address and
Cool kid, Colo kid,
hey Jody, good to see you.
Coolio kid.
I don't know if Steve Mack has my address where you could send me. Oh, if you're from Australia, you could send me Tim Tams if you want to. I would love to try. Hey, let's welcome all the way from Dillon, Colorado. It's Sean Oz.
Sean, what you drinking, man?
Oh, Diet Coke.
Ah.
I shouldn't be drinking it at all, but it's better than like 10 Dr. Peppers a day. I just wanted to come and say happy birthday. I was in between clients, and
thank you.
jump in, at least say happy birthday. I got like 5 minutes to kill.
Make it
Maybe
6.
10. Maybe 10.
Yeah, make it 10.
Hey, that was a great video you did with the FPV drone in the snow.
Thanks, man. It's a little weird filming FPV videos because usually I'm able to, like, your face is in it and you can have some character as you're talking to everybody, but not with that. I had to be in the car and it was just goggles, and I'm glad you enjoyed it because I was like sitting there going, well, this is sort
Pulled
of
it
boring.
off. And the music just was perfect for that.
Thanks, Epidemic Sounds.
Yeah.
Epidemic Sound, baby.
Hey,
I
let's
finally-
welcome all the way from Florida, Adrian Mateo.
How you
Hey,
doing,
welcome.
dude?
What's going on, Sean? How you doing, Chuck?
doing good.
And how are you, birthday boy?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Should've
Enjoying
waited.
some adult beverages here.
Should have waited for the quartet.
So how old are you now? 22 or 23? Which one?
He's 3.
It's hard to tell since he started just fermenting his goatee.
Hey,
I know he just started, growing that little beard and that little mustache.
Hey, but that's all right. It does bring your age back down, putting a little color to it.
It does.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well,
No
the
shame in that
birthday-
game, man.
He could go Brazilian
It's
on
for
the
the
face
show.
and just get rid of it all.
Hey, Sean, by the way, it was a pleasure meeting you at the drone meetup, boss man.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
It was a pleasure meeting you at the
you
drone
too,
meetup
man.
in Florida.
You too, man. Sorry, I'm not in my regular situation, so sometimes I can't hear very well on this setup. But yeah, it was a blast, man. I'm actually still debating. I've been talking with Kelly over at Ready Set Drone. We're throwing around the idea of possibly still doing a spin down up here by me.
right?
Ooh.
Okay.
If so, maybe in August.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well, since so many people couldn't make it
better.
last year, because that was when the whole COVID thing first started and everybody was scared out of their brains. And now everybody's like jonesing to get out. And,
Yeah.
Yep.
we were thinking like renting that place for like a half day. And then I'll make a map of different cool areas that people can go to afterwards or whatever. And then meet back up for dinner and do some bowling,
Okay.
There you go.
Ooh. Who's going to do the FPV? Who's going to fly the little Cinewhoop through the bowling alley? Do an encore with another video that was so
And we would have to have a lot of people show up to get the guy to probably allow us to rent out the whole thing. So
then we'd all
There you
sign
go.
waivers and be like, yep, let her rip, Tater Chip.
So 10 toes, one of the reasons I'm throwing around the idea of August instead of end of September is it shouldn't be as windy because we don't have like the cold front starting to roll in yet.
Yeah, that's right.
And two, it's going to be hot as balls everywhere else in the country except for where I live. Like in
That's
August,
right.
in August where I live at 9,000 feet, it's already cooling off. Like it's not cold, but it's starting to cool off. Art can vouch for
Yeah.
me.
Mm-hmm.
So you were in Colorado, if I'm not mistaken, Oz?
Yes. I'm up in the Rocky Mountains about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour west of Denver.
Okay.
Cool.
Chris from Sunrise Water Media. Good to
So,
see you.
Chuck-
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Chuck,
And
how,
here's my address. If you want to send me candy, or if you're from Australia, I would love to try Tim Tams. That sounds so yummy.
Let me respond to drone shots real quick. The reason we're doing bowling instead of pool, which there's probably a pool table at the bowling alley, but the reason is because you can get like groups of like I think 6 or more people per alley, and everybody can be right next to each other, and it's more social rather than playing cutthroat with up to 3 people or something at one pool table, while the other 37 people sit there waiting their turn.
I bet you they have some really good craft beer at the bowling alley too, because there's craft beer everywhere in Colorado. That's awesome.
Okay.
Adrian, you started to say something.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, Chuck, how you liking the DJI FPV drone? And so far, I'm loving mine. I'm loving it.
I didn't get to fly it in like a week. I got to get out. It's like my job has been sucking up me so bad that I have no energy to fly after work. But
That bird
that's
only 3
awesome,
years
Art.
old.
Don't set off the smoke detector.
I'm sorry, but that's a bunch of bleep, 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 bleep. But I'll let you take the number 3 if you want to. I'll let you keep it.
Make a wish. I bet you wish for
There
like 1
we
million
go.
subscribers or something.
Subscribers actually don't help your view account whatsoever. So many people are so concerned on subscribers when views are actually more important than subscribers.
It's like it's a formula though, right? You need view time
Well, let's
and
see,
like no less than 1,000 subs to monetize. But
yeah, you do need once you hit the 1,000 subs, that's important to get that. But after that, the only thing that having a bigger subscriber count really does is make companies who are ignorant to the way it actually works go, oh, they've got a lot of subscribers, we'll give them a product.
nice.
So I can tell you for my own experience, I've got 22, 23,000 right now.
Oh yeah, congrats on that too. You're climbing nice.
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's nice to actually see it finally growing because like I bust my ass on most of the content I make. I put a lot of effort into it. But my point is that I know someone with 3 times that many subscribers, and another channel with almost that many subscribers, like is the other channel. So let's say 70,000, 60 something, 70,000, and our view counts are almost identical. So I get just as many views as these others. So subscribers don't necessarily get you more views. It's just the content and it getting shared. Subscribers come from someone who says, oh, this guy only does this content, so I'm going to subscribe because I only want to see this content from them.
Right.
Where if you just make a good video, it will get shared, it will get found, no matter what you have subscriber-wise. That's why you'll see these channels with like 10 subscribers, and you'll find a video on theirs with like 300,000 views, and you're like, how the hell did that happen? Just get shared.
That's one thing that I noticed too, Sean, is that excuse me, I barely have 1,000, 14 subscribers. That's it. But I know a couple of guys that have a little over 10,000, 12,000, and when they do a little live stream, they barely get 3-5 people to watch the live stream. But yet, people like us, even like Art, you know what I mean? He have almost 30 people watching him, and he don't even have, you know what I mean, as much as they do. So I guess something you have to be you gotta be friendly, you know what I mean? You gotta tell people, talk to people, meet people, you know what I mean? Socialize, like what we're doing right now. That helps a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. But here's the thing with the live streams. I just started doing live streams on a regular basis, but mine are only the first and third Monday of the month. So it's a little confusing still because I just couldn't commit to every Monday. But even seeing it have that much of a schedule now has changed because I was getting 30 or so people watching, and now sometimes it's 40, sometimes it's 70. I think the most I've had is 100, and that wasn't like that when I first started. I was getting 10 or so, even with 20,000 subscribers. Nobody was watching live because there's no schedule to it. So a live stream, Art is nailing it with a live stream because he does it every single day or Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, at the same time.
It is Saturday Night Live with Art. Yeah. I know, like Keith and I started that 2K drones thing a while ago. And we've been doing it every fortnight, which is like you, every 2 weeks. And we've been talking about bumping it up once a week, so it's more regular and
And I think that makes a huge difference. I just can't commit to every week right now myself.
It's hard.
I try to make it a show. I try to have videos to share. I try to have a whole lot going. Not quite Ken Herron show style. I mean, that guy, he puts in so.
He knows what the hell he's doing. He is skilled. That guy's got it all put together.
Yeah. I mean, he spends his whole week getting prepared for that show.
Yeah, he does. That's why I get so heartbroken when his system goes down on him. He gets super frustrated because of that. I mean, put a lot of effort into it. So to have technology.
A lot of people don't realize how much effort he really puts into these things. And it's a ton. I give him 2 thumbs up on the effort. Whether you like Ken's show or not, you have to give him props for the amount of time and effort he puts into putting that together.
Yep. No, I do. I do too. Because I think about how long it takes us to put videos together. Maybe I'm just super slow, but for me, it seems like it's about an hour for every minute of video length to put them together.
That's pretty normal. Like mine can be longer than that. I can be an hour and only get like 30 seconds of video put together sometimes.
Well, sometimes you got to ramp up too. Like I know for me, picking the music on Epidemic Sound can be an hour or more in itself till I find the right ones. That's it.
So my secret to how I get music is I'll jump on and I'll spend 20 to 30 minutes choosing tons of music. Like not just for that video, but for like tons of videos, like ones I haven't even made yet. Just I'll go, okay, I know I want dramatic, boom, and I'll download 5 dramatic songs. Yeah. I want scenic, so I'll find stuff that fits that and download 5, 10 and just put them in a folder and they're there ready to go.
Yeah, I just started doing that because I was like I keep saying over and over again, I'm really hopeful I can go to Scotland in the fall, and I've already picked out the music for the project. I've got like 2 or 3 pieces that because I know what I'm going for. I mean, I'll make storyboards up here and I'm thinking about what I want to do. And it's like, oh, I need the music for it. I found stuff like, holy crap, that's awesome. That's what I want right there. That's perfect.
Adrian, I got to ask, what are you chewing on there? Is that a thermometer or is that a toothpick?
Dental floss. He's working on his oral care.
That's a floss.
I use those same.
I just literally finished eating a little something. I'm about to brush my teeth in a minute.
No worries, man. I use those same ones.
My dentist used to tell me when I was a kid, he says, you only have to brush and floss the teeth you want to keep.
Yeah.
That was his advice.
Oh, dude.
God rest his soul. Dr. Negus.
I went through so much dental work before moving up here to Colorado that I actually put off moving here for years because I had old crowns fail underneath, and so I had to get implants in a couple of teeth and stuff. It was such a pain in my ass.
That's a long procedure. That's a long procedure. Yeah, it was about a year to do it, right? From
it took at least a year. It was more than that because I went to the dental school, and they forced me to fix other teeth that were super minor before getting into the major stuff. And by the time they got around to it, I had other teeth all screwed up. It was a big, long story. Pain in the ass.
Well, thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make a video about it one day.
You should.
There you go.
Actually, I think when I still lived in Houston, I don't know if you guys followed me back then, I went to the dental school once with the camera, and I did, it was right before I moved here, and I was still on the fence. And I started out the video coming there bitching about the dental school and doing all this stuff, and then I go off and start exploring places and memories I had growing up there because I was on the fence on whether I was going to move or not. And I went to Astroworld, or the spot Astroworld used to be, which is a Six Flags theme park that they closed down in Houston. It's just this big empty lot now. Flew the drone, the old Mavic over that, and then found old Astroworld scenes and like overdubbed them like with old roller coasters and stuff. And then eventually ended up just putting that all together. It was sort of fun.
I got audio trouble here.
Hey, Michael.
That sounds like a cool one. Mike, speaking of Mike dropping in, hey, Mike, he did some cool stuff like that.
I'll be right back.
Dropping out.
Hello.
In and out. Hello, goodbye. He did some hello, goodbye. Anyway, he did some cool stuff where he showed a building that's kind of in ruin, almost in ruins. It's an old beat up vacant building in Syracuse, and he showed like the history of it and the old what it used to be in its heyday and pictures of that. Put it all together.
That's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's neat when you can go to a location, and that's why I save a lot of my old footage. I have footage from when I first started doing YouTube many years ago. And I can refer to a memory that I had now because I've been doing it for a while. And I can talk about a memory and then poof, pop in an overlay that shows the memory instead of me just talking about it.
I need to do some of that. There's some stuff that I didn't vlog it when I did it. I'd like to kind of go back and reflect upon it. That's a cool way to do it.
Well, the problem I have is I'm not the best at the way I organize those early vlogs. I called them 001, 002. So now, like, if I'm looking for something, I'm like,
where was that one? Yeah, where was it?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, at least you have it. You could kind of like,
Eventually, I'm going to have to go through and make a new hard drive full of videos and label them like this, that, and then go through and find footage to put into those. It doesn't really matter what order they were in. It's just really like you said.
It's really tough. I've been trying to give them I'm trying to create project folders, so I have the date and kind of location, then group them that way. So at least I can sort of figure out where the hell they were done.
Well, technically, we don't have to put the date on any of them because you can just organize them by the date.
True.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So you can use that space for more descriptive stuff. Much more than just 001 like I did.
Yeah. Mike, you're back.
What's going on, Mike Roach?
Some reason I got no audio.
No audio. We can sign you. No.
We can hear you.
Sign. I don't know.
So we hear you, Mike. You can't hear us?
Yeah.
He can't hear us.
He's working on the settings.
Everyone just move
I can see him poking.
Just move your mouth, but don't talk for a little bit. So when he gets audio, he thinks he doesn't.
All right. Yeah. Mike, he can hear us, so.
Oh, that's so flippin' mean. I love it when I go into a Teams meeting for work and can you guys hear me okay? No. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey guys, I better wrap this up. I need to get off of this before that next client of mine shows up. I just wanted to come say happy birthday, Art.
All right. Well, thank you for jumping in, Sean, and great to see you.
Good to see you,
sure.
Sean.
Good to see you, man. Take it easy, man.
Hey, I'm gonna do I do I speak in the live shows before I go. I do every 2 Mondays, but so it's not this coming Monday, but the next one. And then instead of skipping a Monday, I actually have, you guys might know, Ken Dono is coming up here, Original Dobo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a live stream that Monday night, but it's going to be a surprise on what the subject is. So you guys should be, you guys know how he reacts to things. So
Something like this will be involved.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a
Hey,
good
hey,
day.
hey.
Good seeing you, man. Chuck.
Take care, Sean. See you again
Take it
soon.
easy,
I
man.
hope.
Good to see you,
Bye,
Sean.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Good dude.
So how's the weather down there in Florida, Adrian?
Actually, I'm pissed off because yesterday I finally got my 2 extra batteries for my DJI FPV drone that I want to zip around the neighborhood and stuff, and it's storming. It's raining. I was only able to burn 1 pack, and then it started storming, so I have to stop.
Right.
Hey, by the way, Chuck, I see you got a little stubby antenna. Where did you get those from?
Luminaire. They just showed up. I'm going to try them out tomorrow.
Do they even work? Oh, you haven't tried them yet?
No, I try them out tomorrow. Actually, I low power tested them. I put the drone in my wife's Jeep in the garage and went like the other direction of the house, 2 floors up and floor up and floor, over. They seem about the same. So I need to do like a better test of that. But
Okay.
I like the way they don't stick out so far. So when I put them in my bag, I feel like I'm going to snap the other ones off.
And how much did they cost?
They were close to $100 for the 4 of them. Shipped.
$100?
Yeah.
I think I would pass.
Well, I'll test them and we'll see what it's all about. But I do like the fact that they fit in the bag better.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's kind of silly, but I felt like a bug when I wore I still like a bug with those things. I'm the bug man when I wear that thing.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The ones that they already come with, they're fine
good.
for what they do. You know what I mean? I
Hey,
mean,
work
somebody's
well, yeah, they
dog
do work
showed
well.
up. Hey, Hopone.
Wow, James went to the
Woof,
dogs.
Woof, woof.
so Doggy, we're waiting for you to say something. Hello. Can you say happy birthday at least? Okay, you can leave then. All right.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Hey,
Magadan Umaga.
Umaga. Did you get to see Hot Phone?
Haagen-Dazs, what'd you say?
Yes.
Hagen-Daga Hagas?
Hot Phone, come here. You
Happy
want this?
Haagen-Dazs?
Come on. That's his treat.
No.
That's his treat for coming on the show this morning. It was so hard to get him to do that this morning. Earlier I had him up here. He was sitting here and he was staring right at the camera, and I said, "Oh, okay, let me get the let me get the computer set up to get into the show," and then boom, he jumps right down and when Hapon knows that there's something going on, he's so suspicious. He just ran to the front porch inside it, and he just wouldn't come back there again. But I bribed him with his treat. Hey, how's everybody this morning? Adrian, Chuck, Art, how's everybody?
Good. Got your whole
I'm doing
video.
pretty
Got through
good,
your whole
Chuck.
video last night.
Drinking
Yeah, the
some
video.
San,
Got through the whole
San
one.
Miguel.
With the eyeglasses. Oh
Yeah.
wait, Art's talking about the booze.
Yeah. Before we get into that, happy birthday, Art, for the third year. Congratulations.
Well,
You
thank
guys-
you.
Catch
You
the
know,
birthday song?
I told you one of these kind of things, when you're building your brand and stuff like that, it takes a while. It seems like but then you got to stick with it, and you'll be successful. I promise you'll be successful.
I ain't giving up, man.
You get in there. That's
I am
right.
not
Never
giving up. Never give up. Never
Never
surrender.
give up.
Your video last night, I watched it probably 15 minutes after it came out. I swear I thought that was a maple tree or some kind of weird.
Now I have a
It's
suspicion. It's okra. I really do. I had this problem once before. I ordered. Believe it, and this is a crazy story, and I will try to make this as short as possible. But I ordered.
Okay, go ahead.
For some reason, James, when you say short as possible,
It's going to be longer automatically.
Well,
Sorry,
it'll be short. I will do the Reader's Digest.
I love
do
these,
I need to
man.
set the
This is like-
timer? Do I need to set the timer? Should I set the timer? Hold on, let me set
No,
Wait.
no, don't do that, Adrian. Don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me. Come on, respect. Anyway, I ordered these things called Pow Pow. I don't know how do they pronounce it in the U.S. If it's Paw in the U.S., but actually I didn't realize they're actually grown. Yeah, they're kind of a like a combination of a mango and something else. I don't know, but they sort of look like mangoes, and you can actually get them in the Philippines too. But I couldn't find anywhere. Nobody has these. So I ordered it from the U.S. on Amazon.com, and it was shipped from the U.S. to here. I don't know how they do it because it's like an agriculture line, but they were able to do it. But when I opened the bag, the source of it was from up in the Laguna area. So somehow it went from Laguna, Philippines to the U.S. and then right back to me, which is only like 30 kilometers down the road from us. Right? But it took like 3 months. Well, anyway, long story short is I planted the pawpaw seed. I thought I planted the pawpaw tree, and it takes a really long time. And I actually did it wrong. It has something to do with germination in your refrigerator for a long period of time. Anyway, something started growing in the spot, and it looked exactly like that plant. I said, somebody please tell me what I have growing inside my garden. And it was growing, and I'm telling everybody on my channel, oh, I got a pawpaw tree growing. I got a pawpaw tree. Oh, I'm so happy about this. And then next thing I noticed is this big okra that starts growing off of this thing. I'm like, that's not a pawpaw. So I blew that one. I lost a little bit of my garden credibility on my show on that one.
Well, Lori and I watched the whole thing last night. We sat there and we had haddock dinners, and we're sitting there watching you. I'm gonna say, where's like,
well, you know,
I gotta make it through the whole thing. I gotta make it through the whole thing.
I don't know how you did it, man. I said this is not a video for Jack right here because he's never gonna be able to make it because it was over. I think it was 31 minutes.
31 minutes. The eyeglasses kind of got me. I was curious about the eyeglasses, and then when they they damaged them and everything.
It took me 3 days. I had so many technical difficulties and everything that went with that. When I'm getting all these people are sending me comments and emails, if I don't put at least one video out per week, I have people that are asking me,
hate mail?
Sick?
Where is it?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I do. I get it. And it's kind of rewarding when people do stuff like that.
Right?
It's really humbling. And I started getting that, and I told Ness, we got to do a video. So I said, let's do the video on you getting your glasses, because people like to join you when you go shopping and things like that, especially in the Philippines. Mm-hmm. And the first day we did it, I did the whole thing, and then I forgot to close out the video at the very end. You know, where you do your end, you have to have a conclusion in your video. So I said, we'll do it the next morning. So the next morning there was something else that I saw. Oh, I need to get this inside the video. So I added that into the video. But I said, you know, because I edited the first day that night. That's when I realized I didn't have the closing. And I really didn't like the way the intro went on it. So I said, I'm going to do I'm going to do an entirely different intro on this one. Because if you look, I probably had different T-shirts. I had like a beard one part.
Lori didn't say anything. She's a continuity freaking expert. She didn't say anything. Now you
then my editing worked real good. Then I'm glad of that. So anyway, so I did the second day, and then on the second day, I actually did a complete re-intro, and it was good. It was so good. And then what happened was I had to go to a third day. There was something I had to do for the third day because I didn't close it on the second day. I had to do something. Oh, the reason I went for a third day is because when I went to close out, edit it on the second day, the first 4 or 5 clips of the opening that I wanted to change had no audio. Sometimes on my GoPro,
it's Mike's problem. Mike, that's the problem right there. See?
Yeah, sometimes on my GoPro, it's got the USB-C connector that goes in for the adapter, for the mic adapter, and sometimes it doesn't make a connection, and I've messed up so many videos like that.
Oh, see, Mike's
is Mike memeing? Is he memeing me down there?
Here I am. I'm sorry. With James talking, I don't need a microphone. I'm sorry.
Where's
my mute button? Hold on.
Right.
Okay. So anyway, that took me 3 days, and there were so many technical difficulties inside there, but I got it out, and I said, whatever it's worth, that's what's going out. Sometimes you got to do that because I wasn't going to blow away the whole video, and actually it did good. That video. Remember we talked about sometimes you put a lot of time and effort and technical, and you work so hard and you do so much editing. Maybe you spend 6 hours of editing, and then you get like you'll look on YouTube where it goes to analytics. It'll say, oh, you're not getting as many views as you normally do, and it'll say you're like 25% less than you do, or 40% less than you know.
Missed the mark.
And then you work on something like taking your wife to the optical shop, and then you'll get something back, and they'll say,
run.
"Oh, good news! You got 25% more views than you normally get on your channel." So, but
It is
I heard
funny
you guys.
how that works.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard you guys, Adrian, and I heard you guys talking about subscribers versus views and things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And all that stuff is true. It's all accurate. It's views. The views make the difference. But when it comes to monetization, what really makes it, because it's all ad driven, it's how many of the people watch the ads, and specifically if anybody clicks on any of the ads and they go and they look at the advertiser. That makes a big difference. Now you guys are really lucky. You're lucky because your channels are primarily, if you look at the demographics, if you look under the demographics under the analytics, your views are probably mostly coming from the U.S. I would say your content, your art, your content, and you, Chuck, Adrian, all you guys, I would say 90% of yours is from the U.S. And the U.S. pays the most in ads. They pay the most. See, where my channel is, although it's the highest amount in my demographics, my number one geographic area is the U.S. The second is the Philippines, and the Philippines pays one of the lowest there because it's based at that peso rate kind of a thing that we have over here. So, but it's okay because we have a big reach out there, and it brings in other people, and it's good. But for monetization, the U.S. is the king.
I would think
It's
the
funny, when it
Philippines would
comes to
draw
numbers
U.S.
and stuff like that. Like Ken Heron just showed one of my videos this past week, and it was just video that I had left over. I didn't think I even had anything. I threw something together. Chuck, it was of Skinny Atlas Lake, you know, and
I think I saw that one.
yeah, and I just had it up there. That usually I get like 50, 150 views. That thing just from this summer is at like 1,500 views.
Nice.
And it's like a minute and a half. And I was like, I didn't even think I had anything to put together. And
So weird.
Ken played it, which is kind of cool. But I was like,
Very cool.
this little short, kind of like I didn't put much work into it, James. It's just.
And that's the point I'm trying to get across. Is sometimes the silliest thing that you do, people want something, so you put something out there, you throw something together, and it's incredible the amount of views that it gets. And I think that has to do with what I call the voyeurism approach, because people like to look into your life, and if it's something as simple as you showing something inside your house that you don't normally show, it will drive so many views on that because people want to see the details. They want to know how is that person living? What does he watch on TV? What does he listen to? What do they listen to? What, all these different things. Those are the little things. But the real, when you go, I can go to some resorts and stuff like that. I went down to Palawan, which is one of the biggest resorts in the Philippines, and my wife and I went down there. I got more views of doing showing the okra plants in the backyard. I get more views from that, from a highly polished and edited Palawan resort on the beach, islands and island hopping. I got more from the backyard here. So it's weird. It's weird how it works.
Yeah, I guess a lot of the ones that are popular are the how-to videos. How to do this, how to do that. They get a lot.
Yeah.
Those are the ones, I've done a few of those, and they're always, I don't get many views, but they're the most views.
Hey, Art, I'm about to go ahead and jump out. I'm about to go ahead and keep studying for my Part 107, boss man.
Nice.
All right. Well, good luck on your test.
Good luck, Adrian.
Well,
good luck, man.
I'm not close yet. I'm still actually studying on the Remote Pilot 101. I'm not even ready to go take it yet, but I want to know everything what I have to do. That way I don't have to just waste $150 then, because I think you got to pay the $150 every time you go take the test. I want to make it a one-hitter quitter.
One and done, man. One and done. Adrian, we're gonna go over payloads. We're going over payloads on drone therapy on Wednesday night at 8:30.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Chuck, if you want me to come into the show, my email address. I'll be more than happy to be in the chat. I'll let you know to support your channel. So you just let me know, I'll be there, man. Mike Roach, good to see you, man.
You too, Adrian.
All right.
Good to see you, Adrian.
Good seeing you, Adrian, man. Always
On
a
that
pleasure.
note, it is time for Toffee trivia.
Yeah, I'm
We're
putting my
not
numbers now.
We're not going to do trivia. We're going to spin the big wheel.
I'm looking
All
forward
right,
to
so
my
let's
mine. Art.
share the wheel.
I'm sure it's on the way. I won
Share
last
the
time when
wheel.
Art did the wheel, so
Oh, you didn't get it
that-
yet? It showed. I know mine showed up in Syracuse fast.
yeah.
What's your giveaway today, Art?
That's because I emptied
Well,
out
we're
your
giving
mailbox.
away
Mike.
toffee
It was
right
good.
now. Yeah, the good old hot,
Toffee.
great toffee. And a
Oh.
little later, we're going to do the drone, and then we'll do the bonus. Yes, everybody knows. Pick a number between 1 and 50.
Including
And
us
I'll
panelists.
spin the wheel. And pick only one number.
I can't believe you still have to say that.
No, I can't play this time, can I, Art?
Yeah, you can.
But I just won
yeah.
the other day.
I don't think it's like
Yeah,
the radio
Mike was
station where you can
the
only win
last
once in
winner,
like
yeah.
a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't put out that disclaimer. I didn't see that.
That's cheaper. It saves some shipping money, Mike. If you win twice, you can send them both in
Right.
one bag.
There's actually boxes on my porch right now, but I think they're Amazon, not the.
Oh, I gotta get over there and get the toffee. The hell with the Amazon stuff. I'm taking the toffee off your porch. Arr, give me your toffee.
You need to
Now,
have
Steve Mack, you
need to
can't
have one of
pick
those.
That number.
Need
That's
to have
not
one of
the
those
right number.
the
Between
Nest
1 and
doorbell
50.
Nest doorbell cameras where they catch all the people going on the front
Yeah,
porches
right.
and
There you
pick
go.
grabbing. Yeah. Oh, I got a short story about Nest too when we get done with this.
All
Don't
right,
let me
we'll-
forget that,
we'll
Chuck.
do
All right.
that after
James, I've been
we
buzzing the
spin.
mouthpiece to get from practicing.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm getting scared because you're sending all these emails to me because you're so serious about getting this thing together. So yesterday
Got the
I
sheet
went
music
down-
for Chicago.
I went down to the basement. But my strat from I forgot to put it in the dehumidified room
All right.
that we have down there, and it's been in the
Speaking of
general
strat,
room.
Let's
the-
spin the wheel. The wheel of toffee.
Okay,
All
Art,
right,
we're
let's- okay,
we're
let's
coming back to
go.
the story. We're coming
Okay,
back.
wait.
We're coming back to the story.
I want to know about the Strat now. Come on.
You gotta wait. There's an
Yeah,
intermission.
wait.
Here we go. Spin the
Art.
wheel.
Art shut me down.
He's the master. It's his show. 37.
37 is the big winner. Who's
Got-
got 37?
Let's
And
see.
don't
40. I see
put
40.
it in right now.
I see 40 with Drone Life RC.
3.14.
40 might be closest. Yeah. You guys agree?
I think so.
We can do a bonus
Yeah, I
spin.
think 40 is.
Bonus spin.
Well, I saw a couple. Yeah, Drone Life RC
Yeah,
got 40, and yep, okay.
that's within 3.
That's
Or you-
okay. That's good.
He's going, don't spin again. Don't
Drone
spin
Life
again.
RC, send me an email. Give me your address, and I'll ship that off to you.
See, with this spinning
All
stuff, I
right.
always think of the price.
Congratulations.
All right,
You
now,
can't go over.
now, James, go ahead. We're talking about Strat. What
we're talking
happened?
about-
Did it warp on you?
No, it didn't warp on me, but I got it sitting, inside the band area, the multimeter room area inside there. And I leave the windows open. The basement stays nice and cool, but it also brings the humidity inside there. So sitting out of the dehumidified room, all the strings, they look 1,000 years old. I tried putting my finger, and it was ripping the tips
Shred
of my
them?
fingers off. So today, one of the things I want to do, since it's Sunday, it's a relaxing day. I don't really have any big projects to work on around the house here. Well, I have a lot of them, but Sunday we're relaxing. I'm going to take it down, take all the strings off, restring it, clean up the guitar, and then I have we're talking about the collaboration. I have a song in mind. It's blues, and the trombone. The trombone is great for blues, and it's not Dixie. It's not Dixieland. It's not that type of blues. I don't know if you know the artist. His name is Ray Willie Hubbard. You ever heard of Ray Willie Hubbard?
No, but I'm going to find the sheet.
Oh
music.
yeah, we party all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Look at Art hammered around that cake.
Mm.
I sense a little sarcasm there, but anyway.
Cake washed down with.
Are
nice
you eating?
Dr.
Are you eating birthday cake in front of all of
Mhm.
us right here? Oh,
Nope.
Ray Wiley Hubbard.
Ray Willie Hubbard. Willie Hubbard.
Check this
There-
dude out. He looks like
Oh,
Stevie,
man,
little
he-
Steven, but like a little older and dustier.
He has his voice. He is so unique. If anybody hasn't listened to him before, I highly recommend. I just discovered him. I thought I knew most of the blues artists, but I just discovered him recently because Ness and I heard one of his songs on a blues station. We listened to a bunch of U.S. We stream into the backyard back here when we were around the pool and all, and we're like, who is this one song that we heard? And we listened to it, and I didn't realize how popular he is. And because I went online for the particular song that I kind of would like to work with you on, and so many people have tried to do covers on this. I have never heard one person that comes close, except for a professional. There's one professional guy that did. And but everybody tries to do it, but he has a way and a finesse and a way. You know how blues singers, it's all about timing, about feeling the blues. That's what blues is all about. But you got a lot of people that just they love the song and they try to emulate the song, but they can't get it. So I'm gonna try to work with Ness. She'll do the bass, I'll do a guitar line, but I keep hearing all these spots inside there in the song. You know how a lot of times in a lot of songs that have brass inside there, it's just an accent point there. You know, ba-dum, da, 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 ba-dum, da, da, da.
Yeah, is this
It's got-
arranged? Do you have the arrangement, James?
I don't have. Well, I will let you know. I'll let you know the song. The name of the song is called Snake Farm. Snake Farm.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Have you ever heard
Look
of?
Like
Look it
a
up.
good neighbor. Snake
Well,
farm there.
it's ironic. It's ironic you said that because unless I'm wearing like these noise canceling headset, you know, I have 80% hearing loss in my right ear, and
What?
and that's across. Unless I'm wearing the noise
I didn't go there. I
canceling.
was thinking about it. I didn't go there.
Yeah. So I lost, and that was when it was an occupational hazard. It had to do with working with high frequency motors real close. So I lost a lot of hearing here, and the band life
Band doesn't
didn't
help
either.
any. No.
It didn't help at all. But in this year, I have a pretty good percentage of hearing loss inside it. So what you were just saying, the chorus in the song, it's Snake Farm, and then he says something Snake Farm, and at the very beginning when I heard it in the background, I kept thinking he was saying State Farm. It's a
Jake.
State Farm.
Jake.
So it. But anyway, listen to it. Listen to that.
All right, I'll check it out. I got it queued up here. I'll play it later. I've got it queued.
Yeah. Don't play it on Art Show or you'll get a
No.
copyright strike on that.
Nope. We don't need any of that.
It's
Nope.
funny with blues and all that stuff. I mean, you know, you can only hear so many people. Like we've had, you know, Chuck. You remember the Lake Effect blues band that was around here?
No, I was never big on blues to like follow them locally. I was always like
Yeah,
Benny Mardones
But I mean-
and all that stuff I followed.
Benny Mardones, but he's kinda
805,
good.
remember 805? I followed them.
805. But there was a band in the 80s called Lake Effect Blues Band, and these guys were just. I mean, it was Stevie Ray Vaughan basically on the guitar. There's so many people we just don't know, you know. And like the Blues Fest downtown that we have, there's a guy out of Chicago named it's Lil, Lil Ed and the Imperials out of Chicago. And this guy could wail, and it's like, I never even heard of him. You know, there's so many
All
people.
the little guys.
You know,
There's so many great artists out there.
They're
They've just
so
never
many.
been discovered. They've never been
Yeah.
really discovered.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, some of the greatest artists in the world, and I've been pretty much everywhere around the world in my career, is right here in the Philippines. That sit in these little barangays, like where we live, right here.
That's right.
Right? I mean,
I like it.
you know,
I like-
Ruthless.
there's so much talent out there.
Yeah, and these guys here, because they have the real high voice, the pitch and the frequency, they
Tenor,
can hit
nice
stuff
high
that
tenor.
I could never hit these things because I have real like Hotel California. I have such a hard time singing that song in the same key that the Eagles did it in, and you can even see what's the drummer that sings that inside.
Joe Walsh.
No, not Joe Walsh. Not
these guitars.
Don
That
Henley.
would be Don Henley.
Don Henley. Don
drummer?
Henley. Don Henley. And you can see even
They're
now
up,
today,
kick 'em when they're down.
today,
Kick 'em where they sit. Kick them up.
when he's
Solo work.
when he's saying he's you can see he's straining. You can see him. It's because when you get older, you lose those highs.
You lose high end. I know I
You
lost my
you
high
lose-
end. I used to be able
Yeah.
to do like
And
I used to hit
even
Earth,
now-
Wind, Fire stuff, but not anymore.
Yeah, even now you can see he's struggling to. If you look like at the Hell Freezes Over tour or any of the before they actually really and everybody started dying off in the band, but before they got to that point right there, he was starting to real struggle in that. And I can't hit those highs. But these guys here, you go to any because karaoke is the king inside the Philippines, and you go to
I've
any
got
and
one for our show today special. I promise
Yeah.
you won't get a copyright strike.
Oh,
but they can hit them.
Bird is the word.
Oh, here we go.
Bird. Have you heard?
And Ken, he's doing the heron call right now. That's the heron call.
Well,
Why
there-
hasn't he popped in yet?
We got the whole brass section here. We got Chuck on the trombone, and we got Mike on the lip trumpet
Right.
sound thing going on.
I can always give you a little bass too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Give me a little bass. So I have a pianist.
We need Mel here. Mel will give their best sound and bass sound on the microphone.
Right.
Nice. Yeah. That's right. He had it down.
Yeah, he's got it, man. Wolfman Jack.
So your wife plays bass? That's cool.
Well, she's the bass player. Have you not gone to any of our? We have.
No,
we don't just,
I have not.
Oh,
I just
my
watched the
goodness.
recent stuff. I haven't
Oh, Chuck.
dabbled through. I haven't even
Chuck,
flown
you
my
got-
FPV drone in the last week. I am just struggling with even.
We're
finding
all
time
like
to do that.
following like
Check.
300 channels, 400 channels a piece.
That's
You can
Yeah,
always-
well, it's hard. It's hard to follow a lot of
Top
chat
of the
and
stack.
try to do your own content. It's really difficult. Anyway, Chuck, for your when you get done with this, after you go and listen to that Ray Willie Hubbard song "Snake
Yeah.
Farm," after you do that, and you'll find. By the way, if you like the voice of Willie Nelson, and if you like the voice of Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits, you're gonna love Ray Willie. I'm gonna tell you.
A little
You're gonna
faggot
love-
with the earring in the middle.
Yeah. Well, I know you love
His own
Mark.
that little faggot got his own jet airplane. That little faggot.
Have you noticed they changed- for the modern
I don't
version
know
of
at all.
that, they changed the words.
Huh?
In that song,
Money for Nothing?
they compared to the original song, they made it a little more politically correct
Oh, screw that.
as to
Politics
who
crap.
has the jet airplane. You know what I mean?
Yeah, forget that. At the
Yeah.
They
original.
had to, well, it's
In fact,
in this day and age, I've got the original album. I think that was one of the first digitally recorded albums.
it was full digital.
Don't you hate though when they do that? It's like Charlie Daniels. Charlie Daniels did a great song, and he is. Oh, there you go.
What is it?
It's
Where
from
did
the
you get
record.
that?
I used to have a friend at a record store, and she hooked me
Oh,
up.
one of the displays.
Little display thing, yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
but
All Brothers in Arms.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was the first full digital CD.
Right.
Yeah, I can't put it back. I'll put it back up later.
Vinyl does.
I remember how
totally
clean.
agree.
I remember listening to it the first time and how clean it was. It's just crisp.
Yeah. Well, whoever did his production, whoever worked in the studio and put all that together, they were a master. They were totally a master inside there. Everything from the very first Dire Straits, all the way to until they disbanded. Oh, the best, the highest quality, separation, the effects that they had. It's just in that song right there that you're talking about.
Money for Nothing with the
That
graphic.
guitar sound, the intro to the guitar sound. I studied. 'Cause I play that. We did. We used to play that in the band, and it's a matter of you take a wah pedal, and you put a wah pedal about halfway, and there's it's very simple. There's not a lot of different effects. It's a wah pedal and like one other pedal. I think there's maybe one or two other pedals, and just keeps it in a static position. And that's what he uses for the sound for the intro guitar point and the solo, where he does the solo, and a little picking all the way through. It's But it's good. It's really effective. Good
Make
sound.
me want to listen to the whole thing now because I was thinking about I'm trying to think of what song was it where it has a trombone. Dun, dun, dun. It has like a trombone solo in it.
And Dire Straits?
Yeah.
Dire
It
Straits.
was a
All
trombone.
Brothers in Arms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hmm.
I gotta find
Oh,
it.
yeah, there is one that starts out with a horn.
There's a horn, yeah. See, you got it in your head too. Now it's not. I like Why Worry too. Why
And the
Worry.
guy's the music. Oh, baby.
Yes, that's the
Yeah.
one.
I don't know the name of the song though.
Is it your latest trick? It might be your latest trick.
Right, might be.
Let's see. Oh crap! I'm gonna listen to it later.
I think that one has a lot. It's more keyboards and synthesizers than I don't know about the brass section.
If you want to see a good video, they'll give you kind of the history of some of the tricks that musicians use now. It's the Beatles' Rain. Check that out. There's a video about that, how they experimented with changing the speed of the tape.
Lost my focus.
And doing multi-layered voices,
backwards,
and
forward,
playing
number 9
songs backwards.
Number 9.
Did you say
Paul is
you
dead.
said the
Paul is
Beatles
dead.
themselves?
Yeah, they were the pioneers of all that stuff.
Well, I know that,
Yeah.
but you said
Yeah.
Rain. You said Rain. Did you say
Rain.
Rain?
Right.
You know,
That was on
there was a
Paperback Writer.
there was a tribute. There's a tribute band. I'm pretty
Paperback
sure
Writer,
the
is that what you
tribute
said?
band was called Rain. Ness and I went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. No, actually, we saw them in Columbia, South Carolina. We live in Charleston. We lived in Charleston, and they were coming to Charleston. I couldn't get tickets to Charleston; they were all sold out. So I had, because I wanted to see. I love the Beatles so much, and they're the number one tribute band for the Beatles is Rain.
Oh, cool.
And they were showing up in Columbia, which is about an hour and a half ride from Charleston. We went up there to watch them, and they were incredible. What they do, it's like the evolution of the Beatles from when they first started, and they wear the little black and white,
Yep.
and
suits
they have the wigs.
mop
They do the
top.
wig. Yeah, they do the wigs for each one of the years as they went, and you could watch the evolution and the progression of the Beatles until the very end. But they did a great job, and it was worth the cost of the driving and the gas and everything to go up there, since we couldn't see them in Charleston. But that's what I thought when you said Rain.
Well, I've had the pleasure of seeing in actual Beatles Ringo Starr twice, and then Paul McCartney was here at the Dome, Chuck, just a couple of years ago.
Remember that?
2018. And he played for like 3 hours. I mean, that show was
Yeah, it's awesome.
crazy awesome. And
Ringo
then,
or Paul?
Paul McCartney.
Paul.
And it was like 80 degrees in the Dome. It was wicked hot. And he put
Art's
on
gonna get a
a
tummy
heck of a
ache.
show. And they covered
Well-
everything from early Beatles to Wings.
I got to tell you, probably the most underrated
Ringo.
member of the band, which was probably Ringo, and George. A lot of people say George was, but he was the master. All the guitar solos,
Right.
went through everything that you ever heard. He was just the silent. I guess you could call him the silent Beatle, but probably one of the most underrated that you didn't realize what was going, because there's a lot of complexity in Ringo's drumming.
That's
He's very
funny 'cause
modest.
He looks like Bunny Carlos of Cheap Trick when he plays. It makes it look so simple. Like
Yeah, but it's
Remember,
not.
Bunny
It-
Carlos looked like he was doing nothing too.
Ringo's
But it's not-
left-handed playing on the right-hand drum set.
That's right. That's correct. That's correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kind of helped with his distinctive, because you can tell Ringo's style. Of course, we all know all the Beatles songs. We grew up on them, but it's like there's certain style where he's just a little slightly different off than someone else might do. If you take a song like God, was it Tomorrow Never Knows? I think just listen to the drum track on that. It's like wild. No one else would ever come up with that.
Well,
He's like the Jimi Hendrix of drummers,
other than like Maxwell's Silver Hammer, or there was one other one. I
love
really
that
never.
song, Max.
I never really liked the compositions that
Bang,
Ringo
bang, bang,
originated with.
Yeah.
I really never liked those. The Masters to me was the the mixture of both John and Paul together, writing the songs and composing the songs. That was what really, I think, made. And then when they did that, and then George came inside there, they would say, George, we need a fill for a lead solo or something like that. And that worked perfect. So the combination, and then Ringo's unique style, which people think, and people really think, when you listen, you don't really pay attention so much to the complexity of the drums. There's a lot of complexity in Ringo's drumming that he has, and they're all unique from each. Because some bands, you listen to, some of the metal bands, and it's all the same type of drumming almost through every single song. And if you watch cover bands or people who aren't professionals, you go to a bar somewhere one night, you listen a lot. There's something that I don't like so much is a bass player that plays the same bass line through every single song he plays inside whatever his genre. If it's a country type of a genre, he plays that same riff. It works, but there's no uniqueness to it. Or a drummer that does the same thing, that plays the same drumming line, just different tempos through every single song. But if you listen to all the Beatles, the bass lines are challenging, because Nessa's a bass player and she studies all of Paul's bass lines are really they were well composed. The drumming, except for Ringo, and even the guitar solos. The guitar solos for every single different song that George put together inside it. They were all unique. And then John with his vocals, and John with his rhythm section for a lot of it, because a lot of the rhythm sections inside there were very unique to many of the songs that they did inside there. Mm-hmm. So they were extremely good. The whole point I was getting to, and I really wanted to focus on Ringo, is I said at the very beginning, I said he's underrated. And the reason I mean that he's underrated, he's outlasted all of the Beatles. Of course, we lost a couple of the greatest Beatles. But when it comes to the remaining ones, which is Paul and Ringo, look at the ones who are collaborating right now. Who's collaborating the most? Look at Ringo. Ringo's collaborating with Eric Clapton, Mark Knopfler. I mean, look at all these different...
Ringo.
If you name it,
yeah, that All-Star Band's awesome.
Go on YouTube and type Ringo Starr and look on a regular, especially during the pandemic. Look at all the stuff that Ringo has been doing to do contributions to try to keep people's mind active and stuff like that. And I applaud him for doing all these kind of things. But and he's really modest, and I like that. I like that about Ringo when he talks about, he makes fun of his own drumming style, and
him and Joe Walsh actually hang out a lot, I think.
Yeah,
Joe Walsh, another. He's a tremendous solo artist, but the contribution that he made to the Eagles alone, and then the bands that he had before he was with the Eagles. Joe Walsh, one of my favorite. One of the songs that Ness and I perform regularly, and will continue doing, is Rocky Mountain Way. I love that song Joe Walsh put together. The rhythm section that he does, the way he builds everything up, is fantastic.
Yeah, well, music is just awesome. I mean, I cannot wait for live concerts to come back. As long, because we've been shut down for over a year now, and it's like we have this beautiful amphitheater around the lake here. I mean, it's just we haven't been able to use it, Chuck. Got to get over there.
I've never been.
Never been to it?
No.
Yeah.
It was for political reasons I didn't go. I know, and I didn't go to Ringo's thing for that reason. I hate myself because I had a coworker who went, and who's the lead singer for Mr. Mister?
Oh, I don't know, but he was there for that show.
He's a bass player too.
I don't know their names.
Richard Page. Well, I was, believe it or not, I liked Mr. Mister when I was in college.
I did too.
Yeah. A keyboardist from Carlos Santana
and all that stuff. Yeah, most of those guys.
He had a keyboardist who played for Carlos Santana in that show. The lead singer, Mr. Mister, lead singer of Toto, and Todd Rundgren.
I used to love Utopia. I saw Utopia like 3 or 4 times when they made the rounds in Syracuse, like in the 80s.
Yeah.
Passed out.
He's not passed out.
I missed out, Mike. totally
That's
missed out
his.
on that one.
That's Hapone's strategy. He does that when nobody's paying attention to him. He does this. He rolls over like that, and he's waiting for somebody to come and scratch his belly and show him some attention.
A couple more beers, that's what Art's going to look like. A little more cake, beer.
Yeah.
Art's gonna be on a
Boy,
sugar high.
that's a good cake.
Be like freaking David Lee Roth when he ate all those freaking M&Ms that weren't brown.
You know, it's funny that I've heard about Van Halen doing that about the M&Ms, and I've heard one of the reasons they did that was to make sure that whatever promoter they had was actually not so much the M&Ms themselves, but they were following the contract. You know, that they read the contract and were following it. And there was something, so they knew the guy never read the contract if the M&Ms weren't right or something. Almost like, you know, a little test thing.
Yeah, it's genius.
Yeah, that's right.
That's another band I never saw.
No, and they played the Dome too back in the early days.
Yeah, I remember Santana was the first. Carlos Santana was the first one ever to play in the Carrier Dome.
Really?
Yeah, Santana.
I saw him play there in like '94. He opened for Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, Carlos was opening for someone instead of being the frontliner. But it was the day that Miles Davis died, and Carlos was bummed out. And he went on about Miles Davis, but and then Rod Stewart came out and did his Rod Stewart thing, kicking soccer balls out into the crowd and all that stuff, you know. So it was fun.
Yeah,
I love Santana. He sort of came back a little bit for a little while, but the stuff that he was producing probably late 70s, 80s, sometime around.
Right.
I'm just guessing that was a
Rod
period.
Stewart?
No, Carlos Santana.
Santana. Yeah, that was
when he
that's when he played the Carrier Dome. Was like 80.
You know, when he was doing Oye Como Va and all of that one, the Abraxas. I think Abraxas was my favorite album that he produced.
I mean, that's the must-have album.
That's the must-have album. Yeah. And we listen to, as a matter of fact, on Alexa here. That's one of the play songs by Santana, and I love Latin music. It's really great, especially for relaxing around the poolside and working in the garden and things like that. It's really great music. It's great music for entertaining too. If you have people over, when you can have people over again.
You gotta listen to a Latin band called Mana.
Like Gloria Estefan. Now you got me thinking about Miami Sound Machine.
Mana, they've been around for quite a while. But
they're tight jeans.
They're pretty good. And Juanes is another good band.
Actually, Sheila E., the drummer there,
from Prince.
She played with Ringo Starr. Not here, but on one of his YouTube videos. She was in the All-Star Band at one point.
She was hanging out with Prince for a long time.
Welcome to ArtCo Music Show.
Sorry, we did.
Hey, I flew today, Art. I flew.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
I bet your arms are tired.
Chuck, I live in Fairmount, you know, and a Holy Family Church. There's a really nice shrine behind it.
Yeah,
and I've never been in there, and I went in there this afternoon. I only flew one battery. And then I took some ground footage from Osmo 2, Pocket 2, and you know, I looked at it. The video looks pretty good. I'll just got to throw something together, you know. So, but it's a pretty cool place.
I always wanted to fly the Basilica downtown. I got there once, but it was kind of windy, and the wires are intimidatingly close to where you want to go up to the spires. That would be a cool structure.
You don't want to get close to those wires.
No, but I mean, that looks really cool. You don't talk about the dual spires and everything. It's just that's where my father-in-law was.
I drove through there though, Columbus Circle this week on the way to a doctor's appointment, and downtown's basically kind of still deserted relative to normal. And you know, you've heard about those gangs of street bikes going around or dirt bikes in the city. And a bunch of those guys came through. They were doing jumps and stuff all around.
Wouldn't that be cool to film in 60 or 120 frames? Imagine getting some of that in 120 frames a second, and then, you know,
I don't know. I'd be afraid they'd steal my drone.
They gotta jump high enough to get it.
These guys weren't there for fun. These guys were marauders. And
Screw them. take
Well,
my
guys,
chances.
I think it's time for another drawing. Let's give away a drone, shall we?
Oh, this must be because it's a special birthday
Ooh,
episode.
Hello.
A
Oh,
Tello drone.
Hello.
aye.
It's Mellow with Tello.
Mellow
All
Tello.
right, guys. Same as before. Pick a number between 1 and 50.
All right, so I think I'm the first
And
one
James,
up with 26. So
I'll ship it to South Carolina.
Well,
So
how do I get? Okay, remember, I'm on your show using Google. Excuse me. And can I can't comment though. Can I comment inside?
you
Well,
go.
you can do it on
You'd
your
have to have
phone.
another window open with the.
Do I have to have?
I
I have
do.
to have another. Okay,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna open another window.
You
So
can do that
I'm
on
gonna
that
do
Mac.
that. So don't spin the wheel. Hold on a second.
All right.
Sorry.
And while
He's half in the
everybody
bag.
is,
He's not going to be able to find a button.
waiting, I need a bathroom break.
Okay.
Okay.
Be right
This
back.
is great. It's the Art I'm Loaded tour.
His bladder's loaded.
Okay. Okay. I got my number in, Art.
What was that? Well, he had to go to the
He's
little boy's
out
room.
there doing number one.
We think.
Okay.
I don't know all that sugar. It could be dose.
I got my number in. All right. So I had to open up the second browser, but
Ooh, lucky
Maybe it'll be-
7.
maybe it's worth it. Maybe it'll be worth it.
Maybe.
Well,
Robbie's is just
this is
smart
cool.
ass.
3 years of Art doing his show is what this is, right?
Yeah.
And that's cool. You know, Art. I got to give him credit. That's a lot. You know, even we all think of Ken Herron as the kind of the big guy that way for the drone world, but Art puts in a lot of work with this stuff. It's cool, you know.
Once a week.
It's
like
fun.
clockwork.
Art's. I tell you, I rarely go on other shows. I mean, I think Greg Kunert down in Australia that was on earlier. I was kind of hoping I could get in while he was still there, but I was trying to get everything set up here. We were just finishing breakfast, but I always like
ringing?
chatting with Greg. I'm sorry, that's
No,
my daughter.
I keep looking around for my phone, but it's not my ringtone.
Yeah, hold
What
on.
is that?
I thought it was
I'm
a
sorry.
woodpecker.
I know you're supposed to. I know you're supposed to put your silent mode on your phone and stuff like that when you're like giving a briefing, having a meeting, and I should observe that protocol here too. That's my daughter. My daughter has a fish tank, and she has, I think they're guppies is what she has inside there. And about a month ago, 4 weeks ago, the guppies had spawned babies, a bunch of babies inside there. So she's like, Dad, what do I do? What do I do? I'm like, well, you probably need to separate the moms from the babies.
Before
Because
she
the
eats
mom,
them all.
Yeah, they'll
the
eat
mom
them.
and
Right?
They get hungry.
they'll eat the baby. So that's what she
Cannibalized.
did. That's what, and she's so proud.
That'd be a good
She
video right
separated-
there. That'd be a good video.
Yeah.
Cannibalization. I could say it. Cannibalization. Be
I
awesome.
don't know. It might be
Wildlife.
traumatic to little kids or something like that. But anyway, so she
Yeah,
just
so
told
make
me
it
she
not
got.
kid friendly.
Warning,
She separated
graphic
them.
content.
But she separated them, but I think she separated them in a.
Get an Oscar
Like-
and let it go to town. Film with high frame rate.
We had
So I
a
just-
fish tank with guppies and angelfish and stuff.
I need to get a fish tank with an Oscar and just go to the just get joy in feeding the thing.
Those baby
Well,
guppies would get eaten like crazy.
Be awesome.
Art looks
Sorry,
really
James.
Art looks really relieved. I saw that big sign, so we're not even going to go there.
He looks far less tense now, doesn't he?
Let me tell you, I grew
Boy,
up
I
pretty
feel
poor.
better.
I grew
sure
up
you
pretty poor. I had a fish tank. I was able to get a cheap secondhand fish tank, but I couldn't afford the fish to go inside it. So when we would go down to the river or to the lake and go fishing, I would catch things like crappie and brim. And that's what I had in my fish tank. I had all the
Cool.
I put those inside, and they look cool and they were big and stuff like that. But that's how my daughter first got hooked with fish, and she has 2 daughters now.
Wait, did you
And,
say she got hooked with fish?
She hooked.
Hooked?
Excuse the you caught the fun. Anyway, she just told me she got another 20-gallon tank, and I think that's for the separation of the
Cool.
fish. So that's
Cool.
cool.
Speaking of 20 gallon, feels like I got rid of 20 gallons.
Oh, TMI.
All right,
I'm
it's
thinking
time
number
to
20.
spin that wheel. for
Ready.
a drone.
Drone. Anybody feeling lucky, Punk?
Oh, where's the dial? The spin. You don't have it
Waiting
on the
for it,
screen.
Art.
Hold on. There you go.
All right. We're
Oh, you still
ready.
got the old number up there. Okay.
All right. Well,
Time for a new exciting number.
all right. Here we go. Let's spin away.
You'll decide. 26. Ooh, 40.
Number 40.
We got
Who
drone
was
views with
number-
43. Yeah, Drone Views Media has 43. Is anybody closer? 36 is 4 off. 43 is 3 off. That looks closest. 43 looks closest.
Probably.
All right.
If you're going by closest, if you're not spinning again, it is Drone Views Media is at 43.
Okay.
Because the new number set started after Steve Mack's BRB. So be right back.
Okay. All righty. Drone Views Media. Just email me your address and we'll get that out to you. And then in 30 minutes, we'll give away the bonus prize.
Art, for your
Some
next number, I
instruments,
think instead of spinning the
candies,
wheel, you should get a breathalyzer and you do your blood alcohol level. That'll be the number.
Boy, I
Boy,
feel pretty darn
blow-
good right now.
I'm fine.
4.
I'm fine, Ossifer.
I know the county sheriff. I know Greg Schrader. You know who he is. I do know the county sheriff here in Jefferson County.
Oh, Art, I did hear you say earlier when I was in the background eating waffles that you did the dye thing. The dye thing.
Yes, I did.
Yeah? But you know, I wish you hadn't said that, because as soon as you said that, Ness looked right at me. She said, "Why don't you do that?" I'm like, "No, because grayness means wisdom. That's what this means." Although we all know that's not true with me, but at least it's the appearance with the grayness
I
inside.
see the appearance.
You guys are both. Oh, I hear her now. There she goes.
She goes. I can hear her in the background. I can just hear.
She said, "I look like I'm 100 years old."
You do not. That's bullshit right there.
You can call the rest of us grasshopper.
Grasshopper. Kung Fu.
Well, I use that stuff that that women use to dye the roots. It's got that brush applicator.
And that,
Boy, it's a
I
lot of
remember.
work.
I remember back in the day they used to add, what was it, Grecian formula. One.
They don't have that anymore.
You have touch
Really?
of gray
Did you
now.
hear there's a lawsuit out against
Well, it probably
those
has
guys.
carcinogens in it or something like that.
Yeah.
No.
But
They'll
no,
cover
I'm
up
going
the
nat.
gray
This
and
is all
you'll
natural.
Be dead in
It-
5 years.
yeah, I'm staying natural. I'm doing the natural thing.
I even did the mustache too.
Well, it's weird.
Test
It's
hairs
weird.
Next time, Art.
I
Do your
got to
test
tell you,
hairs.
Art, it's really weird for me because my hair here was doing the same. I was getting gray everywhere inside here because the last time I had to get a physical for one of my jobs overseas, in the profile, and I've always said my hair's brown. And the doctor said, "I'm looking at what you wrote in your profile, where you say what your height is and what your age is and what your eye color." And she said, "You say your hair is brown." But back then, I said, "Yeah, it's brown, isn't it?" She said, "No, I would call it salt and peppers," was what she said to me. She said,
Salt and pepper.
Oh, she
But
was
then-
kind.
Yeah, but when I came to the Philippines, I don't know, because of the,
baby.
I think the Philippines,
Sing it, Art.
the sun is so strong here. I think it kind of dyes my hair. It's made it almost. I'm starting to get like this weird kind of blondish kind of color going inside. But the gray seems to be going. I don't know. Does it look like there's a lot of gray in there?
Must be all that good. Must be that python.
The python. Snake farm.
Sun.
Snake
Pie.
farm is there.
Filipino sun.
Filipino sun, yeah. Well, I gotta tell you what I'm doing now. I
Vitamin
don't
D.
And I'm so. It was nice. It was kind that people didn't make a comment about some of my earlier videos, maybe 5 or 6 videos ago, but I didn't realize it until after I went into post editing, and I said I got all these on my nose, the scabs from the my nose peeling from spending so much time in the sun in the backyard working out here. I don't really go in the house during the daytime. I work in the yard, whether it's the garden or the pool or whatever project is working.
Put the zinc on your nose.
Well, I ordered this SP after I saw that, and I'm like, oh, this is bad. This is really bad. So I ordered this SPF 130. 130. So 130. Well, you know, I don't know if you remember back in the day. You don't really see it so much
foil
these
on
days.
your nose and cook it.
But you know the lifeguards, you always saw they had, it was like a white. The nose was like a clown.
Zinc.
Yeah. So well, this is not zinc that I have. I don't. It's over by it's sitting by the
on the nose
umbrella.
Not up the nose.
The white stuff.
What are you talking about?
No. So anyway, I bought this 130 stuff, and now every day when I go out and sit around or even work out in the yard for any extended period of time, even when I say extended, even if it's 30 minutes, I cover the nose, and I look like a clown. You know, instead of having the red ball, it's like a white. But it's okay because I know I need to start being more careful, especially when you start getting older.
It's better than having a problem down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Like our friend Mitch from Old Guy on a Drone, he actually had cancer on the end of his
my dad.
nose.
My dad did too.
Mm-hmm.
Twice. My dad had it twice. So
yeah,
and he doesn't really spend so much time outside, but the very little. But he's really. My dad is really fair skinned. My father's family originated in Ireland, and they're very, very light skinned, freckles, and red hair. That's what
doesn't necessarily make a difference.
Side of the family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't necessarily. It's only like a tan. A tan is like a 1 or a 2 as far as SPF is concerned. Apparently, it's like nothing.
Well, guys, I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna head out, Art.
You gotta edit.
All
you gotta
right.
edit. I want to watch that video later.
You're not gonna check out. Don't say that. Don't say you're gonna check out. You're gonna head out, and you'll be back.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Like things like me. I love it. I'll be back.
Well, either way, if
chopper.
I'm not back, I checked out. But,
don't do that.
I'll be back at some point. All right, man. Happy birthday, 3rd birthday on your show. Good to see you. And Chuck,
good seeing you, Mike.
James,
Mike, take care, man.
And everybody in the chat, hello and goodbye. So
hello, goodbye, hello, goodbye,
goodbye.
I'll catch you guys later.
I don't know why she says goodbye.
Waiting for that video, Mike.
Bye-bye.
That video done, brother.
Hey,
well,
so,
James, the cool thing about having you is we get the nature sounds in the background.
It is nice, isn't it? It's very relaxing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? And
I like
and
it.
It's in the morning.
Water.
It's in the morning. It's in the night. It's like at nighttime. There's a different. I don't know if you heard on. I think the last video. If you heard this bird. What is it? What do I call that bird? Oh, I call it. I want what she's having bird. That's what. You remember when Harry met Sally and the ladies inside the restaurant?
And the big O scene.
Meg,
I'll have what
is
she's
it Meg? Whatever her name is.
Meg Ryan.
She's like having. Yeah, Meg Ryan, and she's doing. And she, Well, we have a bird that we have a bird here that does that. It's in the evening, every evening, and the bird starts out with and it goes.
Still got some range, James. Still some range, brother.
But anyway, we have a bird. We have a bird that does that.
Inside it.
Yeah. Right. Now there's somebody that's walking or something that they're alerting on that out there. But anyway, if you look, and I when I was editing, I said, "Oh, I'm so glad I caught that bird sound inside in the evening time, so you catch some evening sounds here." Or maybe that was one of them that I had to edit out because I don't remember. I think it's in there.
You can almost just roll video of that, James. You can just roll like nature video, just the sound, and let that play.
It is. It's great.
Like the fireplace video that just plays like the hearth thing for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tropical sounds.
The sounds here are beautiful, and that's what all of in this kind of a paradise. I really call it a paradise here. That's what the Philippines has going. Really, one of the many things that has gone for it. But the sound is so relaxing.
And that's what I was like about being on Maui.
My blood pressure is way down now, and my everything. I'm so non-stressed here in the Philippines.
You don't have to listen to people playing basketball and crap like that. Yeah.
And we don't have well, where we lived at in Charleston, we lived really close to the international airport, and the international airport shares the runway with the Air Force Base, Charleston Air Force Base, Joint Base Charleston, now they call it. But constantly, day and night, because we're right in the flight path of the flights that are leaving. I don't know what I think the way the flights come in, they go down to the harbor.
Landings, that's for sure.
They come in from the harbor area. And they fly from the bridge down in downtown Charleston. They fly into the.
That was the flight pattern.
And then the opposite way, when they're leaving, they fly, I think, northerly or whatever, westerly, whatever but they fly right over our house, and it's all day long. And I was like, I can't wait to get away from this. When this noise all the time, that we listen to the orgasm bird. Yeah, look, that. I like I want what she's having, bird. That's what I
Ryan
call it.
Bird. Harry met Sally, yeah. Sally Bird.
But I was so
Billy
glad.
Crystal's mom.
Yeah, that was. You're right.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, that was. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yep.
I liked him in City Slickers. I thought that was a really
cool me too.
There was some really good comedy in that one.
And Monsters Inc.
Yes, Monsters Inc. is awesome. One of the best Pixar movies ever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I want to do a quick rant and rave. Sometimes we do product reviews on our channel, and sometimes we talk about things on your channel. And this was a topic I wanted to bring up. I don't know if you guys were talking about. Oh, yeah, I said something early, and I was talking about the Nest doorbell cam thing for catching burglars coming to the front porch. I was and I still kind of am a advocate. A believer in a lot of the Nest products, but I had my first. I'm not happy with Nest.
Can't wait to hear what it is.
And I'll show. Well, I didn't realize this because the Nest products. Actually, the guy who created the company, the CEO, he came from Apple.
Yeah, he did.
He left. He left Apple, and he used that ingenuity. And that foresight and vision.
Detectors that you'd wave to silence.
Yeah,
that didn't work. I'll tell you about those later.
Yeah, well, he brought that over to Nest. He started his own company, and I was a quick adapter of that technology, and I put all I have all Nest thermostats in our house in the U.S.
We have first gen Nest.
We have 3 stories. I have 3 of the Nest thermostats inside here.
First gen, second, or third, or
I think it's second gen. It's second gen. I don't know if I adopted the very first one. I think I waited. Normally, you don't want to go with first gen. You normally want to wait. Yeah.
The only problem with the first gen one is it has a point for humidity, so it knows what the space humidity is, but it doesn't have an output to a humidifier, so you can't use it to fire up a humidistat. So I had to kind of write code to do that on my own with the home automation. But anyway, move on. Sorry.
So I moved. So what I did, and I still like the Nest. I have the Nest app on my phone right here. I can from right here in the Philippines. I can turn on, turn off, set the temperature, I can do all that from here. But what I also adapted was their smoke detector, their alarm.
That's junk. Go ahead.
And let me tell you, can I share something with you? I'm really angry.
They're junk.
I'm really angry at these guys, and let me share. What was that? I missed. What did your wife just say on there? What was her comment?
Happy 3rd birthday.
No, Lori's at it again.
Hi to Lori.
Ask Lori what she thinks the Nest protects, and she'll tell you a story that I was going to tell you.
Yeah.
I'll tell for her.
When you come over to the Philippines,
we were early adopters. We were early adopters of Protects. We had 3 of them in the house.
Share.
Do you want to hear?
Yeah, well, I want to share what I received on a notification from my Nest. Here, there you go. If Art can can pop this up. So this is what it said, and I was shocked. It says, I need to replace the whole unit because it's only good for, and I have the first generation on that one.
Yeah.
It's only good for 7 years. It's
Yeah,
good
they
for,
shut them down.
Well,
Yep.
they claim the sensors have a shelf life, but
They do.
they shut them down.
They're radioactive.
They said it won't be good as of July 4th, 2021, and it's useless. And
Yeah.
the thing is, it has, if I remember correctly, it has a battery backup, and our system in our house also has a AC output.
You had
that
hardwired.
goes, it's hardwired also, and the DC is for a backup if you lose electricity. And unfortunate for the U.S., it's different from here. Is in the U.S. maybe if we have a terrible hurricane that comes through or something like that, we might have a very short blackout there, what they call brownouts here, maybe once a year, or in sometime in the year, we might have a millisecond of an interruption that is enough to sometimes make you have to reset your clocks inside your house. But maybe once or twice a year, at the most in the U.S. Or here we have it. It's like every couple of weeks we have something that happens here. But so. And if you're not really in the house that much, and there's nothing, you're not cooking and things like that, those things should like last a lifetime.
No,
they didn't tell me.
It's like aging, right? I mean, whether you exercise or not.
Well, I don't know.
all the
I might have missed the disclaimer, or I might have missed it when I purchased this item.
It's
I
true
don't
for all
remember
smoke
reading.
detectors,
I
and
do
they're,
not remember reading anything that said this is only good for a certain amount of time, and then you're going to have to replace it. At least when I bought, the fin in the swimming pool that monitors all the chemicals inside it, at least they're right up front. It says it's only good for a maximum of 2 years, is what they say. They let you know, then the battery dies, and you can't replace the battery. I think that kind of
the new thing
is
here in New York.
But at least they have they let you know right up front. And to me, I knew it. And
10 years.
It.
8 to 10 years. Do smoke detectors?
Well, that's on the second generation. This
is on all smoke detectors. This isn't just Nest. It's all of them. Interesting story about the Protects, though. I bought 3 of those for our house. One was hardwired on the second floor. Then the other 2 were battery powered first floor, and then in the basement with the carbon monoxide one was in the basement because they were everywhere. But so we put them in, and they're working okay. And they had the cool wavy thing when they first came out. You could wave.
Yeah, mine has that. Maybe I have the first. Yeah, I have the first generation. Yeah.
So they disabled that though. Really? Try it recently. It doesn't work anymore. So anyway,
I haven't been back to the U.S. in a year and a half. So.
Oh, okay. So anyway, we have these things installed, and they're okay, and they've been in a few months or whatever. And Lori and I go on our anniversary trip to Maui. We're on Maui, and it's like, I don't know, Saturday, like 3 a.m. Maui time, which is like 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time or whatever. Phone buzzes.
I'm not ignoring you, Chuck. I'm not ignoring you, but I think I know where you're leading up.
Yeah,
and I want to share.
Smoke detected in the upstairs hallway.
Yeah,
I'm like, our house is on fire, I think. And I had cameras in here, but I didn't have one on the second floor yet because I was just putting cameras in. I had one on the first floor. So I call my mom up, who's like 4 miles down the road. I'm like, Mom, I don't think this is a problem, but would you mind terribly driving up to my house to make sure it's not burning to the effing ground? She's like, what are you talking about? I said, well, I think I have a falsie on the smoke detector, because I just suspect. And they went up. They went up to the house. Yeah.
So here, I'm going to show you.
I got back from vacation. They came out, and guess what? Because Nest took out the wavy thing, I got a full refund on all 3. And I bought first alerts. I bought 3 first alerts for less than the price of one of those flipping Nest Protect things, and they're still in my home automation and everything, and they don't fall.
So here, this is exactly what you're talking about, and I think there you go. This is what happened to me.
Yeah, they get blocked. The sensor, if the sensor gets blocked, it can be an insect. An insect can get in there and it'll block the sensor.
Yep.
Oh,
supposedly.
Okay.
And I got what you're looking at right there. That little screenshot right there. That's only 1, 2, 3. That's 5 alerts of many alerts that are inside. And the first one was what you said. It said the first one
gone.
Let's see if I can. Yeah, hold on.
That's not the kind of reassurance I need when I'm like,
oh no,
across the Pacific on vacation to find out that my house might be burning to the ground.
Yeah. don't know if you can see, but it
Yeah,
says
exactly.
that
A
first thing.
spider's butt.
You have a failure. You have a failure. It says right there. It says carbon monoxide sensor failure. But that was in July. It failed in July. And what you're looking, the message you saw there came from September. And I thought the same thing. My house is on fire.
Scary as hell, isn't it?
Oh,
I'm
and
sweating
it went.
shit.
Oh,
my God.
There is.
You know,
Yeah, there's like
I put cameras in
20
everywhere after that. I put cameras.
Well, I have the luckily that's
redundancy. That's how redundancy happened for me. Is like I need a camera to see smoke.
That's how I confirmed that the house wasn't on fire. I
only had the first floor. I only had the first floor I figured because the smoke, it's a pretty open floor plan. I figured the smoke would travel down pretty quick.
Well, smoke actually travels up.
Yeah, but I mean, we have forced air. It would have circulated. It would have found its way.
Yeah.
And the neighborhood, somebody would have called in the neighborhood too. They would have called the police or whatever.
I don't know if you guys heard about my smoke detector issue I've had.
Yeah, chirp,
last
chirp,
couple
chirp.
Days.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Thursday was when I came home from work.
Keep it short. Keep it short, Art. All right.
Oh, okay. So I started hearing this chirp, and so what I did is I called up the manager, and
it's too big of an
it
opening.
went right to voicemail, and it says voicemail full. So I went and got on my computer and sent an email and said, hey, could I have this taken care of ASAP? You know, you figure Friday, you know, they'll send maintenance over and take care of it. Come home after work yesterday, still chirping.
Every like 2 minutes, just spaced out enough. That's the one thing I have about the first alerts. They chirp like every 2 minutes, so it chirps. Yep. Like, which one is it?
Which one is it? Yeah,
you know, it's an open floor plan, so which one is it? Well, it's not the one in the garage because I can hear it in the house. So
yeah.
And I wait for it again. I get onto the first one. Nope, that's not it. And then you gotta go down to the first floor.
Yeah, and I think that's what we have. I think we have the first alert. We have the first alert, and the thing is, we not only have it like the Nest Protect. I only have on the first floor, in the hallway. You saw that I have that in the hallway.
Yeah.
And what I liked about it, when you walked under it, the light would light up like
that was nice. The little ring. It had the ring on it. They were very sexy. I like that too. Yeah. But I tell you, the first alert we have on the second floor and the third floor, and they're everywhere. We have them in each bedroom has it. The hallway has it. And yeah,
and it would do the same. So, like on the second floor, I knew it was chirping on the second floor, but which one? And that's when my strategy became this: if one is chirping, it's time to replace all of them. So we replaced all of them in the entire after that point right there because it was so hard to find which one. And you need to do that anyway. You're supposed to change those out every year or 2 years or something.
Well, they'd say like every 6 months, you know, like with daylight savings time. But I went to lithium batteries, and now I just kind of go like a year, like you. It makes sense.
Well, with me, a Facebook
next time
friend came over and changed out the batteries for me today.
Yeah, so, well, the next one you won't be able to do that. They're selling them where the battery is permanent.
Yeah.
That's a problem. That's
permanent.
I don't. And that's another thing that I disagree. That's why I have such a problem with the fin. It's a non-replaceable battery. But I will tell you this: when it fails, I'm going
cut it open.
I'm going to do surgery on that.
Yes, and do a video on it.
And I'll do a video on that.
You're gonna Dremel it open or whatever it takes, and
unless it's a unique. Yeah, unless it's some type of a very unique battery. But the thing is, the battery. Yeah, I'll probably go in there, and it's probably like 9-volt battery.
It is. It is. I had a carbon monoxide detector. It came in this non-serviceable battery housing, and just like you, I was like, I'm replacing this thing. I cut it open. It was a 9-volt battery in there, and then
I knew you would do something because we talked about this before. You and I, when we were kids, we were tearing everything apart, to see what was inside there.
Nothing is safe. Well, nothing is safe.
James, didn't you have a monitor or something that you replaced either the memory or hard drive that was on it?
That was the motion computing tablet is what I had. And I replaced everything inside there. What I did was I went to the company on the motion computing. I said, what's the maximum? I think it was the memory inside. What's the maximum memory I can use inside there, or the maximum hard drive? And they told me something, and I said that doesn't sound right to me because I said I got the information what the manufacturer said is the limitation was. So I went to the chip manufacturer, which was Microsoft, or Intel. Intel. It has an Intel processor. And I went on there and I looked at the Intel processor, and the Intel processor contradicted what the manufacturer said to me. I could actually go up to the next level on the memory that I could put inside there so I said, well, that's the limitation is in the CMOS inside there. And so I went back and I looked at the version of the CMOS that was inside there, and I researched that, and I said, yeah, you could use more. So the manufacturer wasn't even aware what they could put inside it, and that's what I did. I put the higher level inside there. Then I wrote back to the company. I wrote back to Motion Computing that was bought out by another company by then. And they said, thank you very much for your input. Thank you very much for your input. We didn't even know that, and this is what we'll use your information to let people know later on.
Ooh. All right, it's time for another drawing.
And that wasn't very
Mini
subliminal
turtles.
either, was it?
No, I'm going to kick off the numbers with 26 here.
All right, same as before.
Well, this must be
Pick a
3
number
for 3.
between 1 and
If it's in
50.
the 40s again, I'm going to get mad. The fix is on.
Oh man, I closed out my I closed out my browser window. I got to open the browser window back open again. Hold on.
Yeah, open that
Well,
sucker
we'll-
back
we'll
up,
wait.
Apple boy.
I gotta wait for all these other people.
Okay, and there. Okay.
Oh yeah, I noticed my people were like, "Oh, hey, he's giving away something. I better show up."
How come Lori
Okay,
didn't pick a number? Come on, Lori, get double dip. Pick a number.
Yeah, there
I'm
you-
sticking
yeah, Lori,
to
go
my
ahead.
Pick a
7.
number, Lori.
Come on, Lori. I'll wait a couple
Is
minutes.
she on? Don't wait for her. You'll be waiting all night. I wait for her in the ladies' room. It's like an all-night affair. Kidding, Lori.
But-
Don't punch me in the nuts later.
But me, Ness and I are synchronized. Our body functions are synchronized, except for she's
The problem, we have
synchronized.
one bathroom.
Since she's
All
younger
right,
than me,
Lori's got
since
her
she's younger
number
than me,
in.
her
All right,
her
ladies and
synchronization is a little bit
gentlemen.
ahead of me. So she beats me to the bathroom all the time.
Yeah, I'm just kidding about Lori.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Huh. You're just trying to
women have
save
to
your.
go in there, and women have to.
You're trying
go
to
in there.
save yourself right now. It's too late,
I'm
man.
screwed. She hates me.
All
I can't believe
right,
you said
ladies
that.
and gentlemen, it's time to spin that wheel of fortune.
Now she's gonna win this stuff and not share. That's what's gonna happen. She's gonna go.
Why in the 40s? Everything's in the 40s.
This is the fix is on. Okay. Oh look! It's a direct hit.
Oh, Akira Show.
Yeah, he nailed it. I
Got
think he's
42.
Yep, on the
All right,
money.
Akira Show. Just email me or DM me your address.
He was
and I'll
right. It
ship
has to
out.
be. Wow. Dead on. It's rigged. Drone Shot says it's rigged.
Why didn't you tell me the number? You should have told me the number that you wanted to pick.
Yeah, why is it always in the 40s, Art? What's up with this? This wheel's weighted or something.
I don't know.
It's
I think-
weighted.
I think-
There's magnet.
think
It's
got a
magnet.
magnet. I think so.
Magnet.
That's right. All right, congratulations, all you winners. Let's see, there was Drone Views, and who was the other one that won the toffee? You're supposed to write this down, Chuck.
I didn't.
I think it was.
didn't know
I think it was me. Didn't I? Wasn't it me? Didn't I win that?
Yeah, right.
No,
Yeah.
it was. That was 40. That was 40 last
Here's
time.
my email.
Going through my notes. Pulls back. It was 40. Where is it? 40. Drone Views.
Oh, and
Media? Drone
by
Views
the
Media?
way, while we're sitting here, I'm sure you one of your viewers that is one of my viewers, but he always comes. His name is Gerard Newberg. He's one of the Canadians that's building across.
Okay.
I want to thank him, he and his wife V, for taking care of Hopon and Marianne. He always sends these neat treats. And aren't you happy? Yeah.
Yeah, he's
he says
happy.
he's happy. Yeah.
Can tell. See the
So
happy
shout out here on Art Show to Gerard and V
Nice.
from Hopon.
Hey, good day, eh?
Hey. Yeah.
Hey, those people are my neighbors too. You know, if they were here.
You know,
Which
the
part of
Canadians
Canada?
Canadians are taking over. I have 3 lots all that surround me right here. They were purchased all by Canadians from my channel.
Wow.
Wild.
Yeah, so the Canadians they're getting what they're I think they're looking at all the wonderful 365 days of beautiful warm
Yeah, not
green
freezing their asses off.
and they're ready to they're like screw this
You
white
know,
stuff.
we don't have to play hockey. We can watch it on TV from our lanai with cool tropical drinks.
Oh, Metro
and flip-flops.
Drones. Thank you for that super chat. $10 super chat. Thank you, Bill.
Bob Casey, hello to you too.
Bob Casey, good to see you.
Bob, yeah.
Wow. So I guess I'll have to do some music research later. Play some tunes.
Yeah.
Then
So-
I need to start
Listen.
recording. I need to record myself in my terrible initial form and then stitch it together. I'll play the same song like over time and then stitch it together as I improve. At least I hope I improve.
I'm telling you, I want to try that snake farm, but I will tell you, to get it right for our portion, your portion would be very easy, I think. But it's the inflection and it's the flow and trying to do it like Ray Willie Hubbard does to try to get it. Like I said, you might think it's easy, but look at all the people that tried to cover this. It's a very popular. I didn't know until just like a week ago. I discovered
Trying to make it difficult on me.
Well, yours is going to be easy. That's what I'm saying. I think your portion.
You have all stuff in the middle.
Specifically my part, if I'm going to be doing the vocals in it, it's to be able to be as smooth as he does it, because you listen to everybody else who tried to do a cover of it, that nobody comes close to making it the feeling, the sound. It just doesn't sound right.
Does it have keyboards, James?
No, it only look at whatever version he's posted many because he goes into small clubs. You know, these blues artists, they go into these small clubs everywhere.
Oh, okay, it's like I think they have.
And he has so many, and it's him on a guitar and a drummer with he's got with brushes. He has some brushes the brushes.
I love the brush.
The brushes and the kick bass. And he might have one cymbal inside there, but it's really
Art's still shoveling that cake down.
It's so simple.
Look at him go.
But you know what? We bought Ness. We get done with this, and it's probably almost lunchtime for us right here, or brunch time. She bought a chocolate mousse. She bought a chocolate mousse from Red Ribbon. Had it delivered here yesterday, so. I think we're gonna.
Jimmy Mack is one of my comedian friends.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Is he doing anything on? Does he have his own channel?
You know what he does? Go check out his channel. I think he still has. He's a musician too, but
we're gonna find him right now.
His
I'm stalking him right now.
Just awesome.
There he is.
Yeah.
She's a real gone girl. That looks like him. Is that him?
Yep.
That's a real gone girl, right? That's him.
So does he do comedy on his channel?
I think he's retired now.
No. Well, you retired guys. Well, you're not really retired yet, Art, but you're kind of like retired from the comedy. You guys need to get.
A recovering comedian.
Yeah.
You guys need to get together. I'm telling you, you're missing the boat. You guys.
Why don't I see him? Is that
and do some?
That's his.
Do a comedy show with multiple and invite comedians on from week to week.
I did that last year during the pandemic. Right around this time, I had a day show where I had. Like 3 comedians, old comedian friends of mine from around the country on. Let's see, who did I have? I had.
Can we make him a mod so we can share his channel?
Oh sure, let's do that.
I'll make him one right now. I can't, can I? I guess I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed. You'll have to do it. But Jimmy, share your channel link.
Yeah,
As soon
Art
as
is so
Art
control.
wrenches ya.
Art's so controlling. We
He's a
can't do
control
anything
freak,
on
but
that.
it's all good.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
we
All good.
go.
I respect
Jimmy
that.
Mack is now
His show.
yeah, a
Most of the
moderator. So
Except
yeah,
my
go ahead,
takeover.
Jimmy. Share your channel and the link. And Andrew, it's ArtCo's 3rd birthday.
Happy birthday. Oh, we did that already.
And Jimmy says,
Chuck, chill out. Hey, did I overreact?
"Real Gone Girl." Yep.
So talk a little bit about him. Does he the songs? Are they like funny songs, like parodies, or are they real
He
No,
says
not really.
serious
I mean,
artist
just-
song? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, check it out. Today's my relaxing day. I can actually surf a little bit today, and I don't have any project going on. I do have the project. I'm going to restring the Strat.
hard to find there, Jimmy Mack. He's laying low on here. Not doing a good job.
Check out
Oh, there he
Chad
is.
Prather.
All right, got him. Yeah, here it is. All right, peoples. There it is. So, check this dude out. 22 subscribers. Make that 23. Let's see what's
There
going
we
on
go.
here. Let's see what's going on with this dude. Head whacking woman. She's a real gone girl. I gotta check this stuff out. I'm gonna get copyright striked if I play it on here. I guess I can't.
Is it well? Are they
You know
original
what?
or
This
are they
dude-
covers? I've never heard the
I
song.
don't know, but this Going Commando, that's got to be a good one. He has, so get this, he has 22 subscribers, but his views, like Going Commando, 252 views. It's like, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. It's like, not so much subs, but views. And that's a huge ratio of views to subscribers. That's true.
Yeah, it's true.
We're all original.
That's cool.
Oh, there
Jimmy.
you go. Well, there you go. Why don't you ask Jimmy? What's your favorite out of those that they're talking about, or anyone? Do you have one? Maybe Chuck or Art can go ahead and share.
Without even listening, I'm going to say Going Commando. Just on
let's listen to a few
seconds.
seconds. Yeah, let's listen to a few seconds of one of his tunes. I'm always into original
Go
artist
ahead
music.
and
Grab one.
grab one, Ooh.
All right, we'll try this one. Ooh, I gotta pop. Oh, listen,
you
to that
gotta
rip at the beginning. Oh, wow. Can I share it, Art, or you want to share it? I'll put it in the private
sure,
chat,
go
Art.
ahead.
Here, actually, I'll put it in the private chat. That way you can control it right there, brother. It's got a hell of a riff at the beginning. I like it. Look, James is like,
I can't wait. The suspense is there.
Yeah.
this is how you get people to stay and watch. They're waiting. It's got you're hooked.
Still waiting, Chuck.
Captured live. I had the opposite. 200 subscribers and 23 views. Wait, I thought you were going to show it. I put it in the private chat.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Oh, sorry. I said you could control. I put it in the private chat so you could run the show.
How do I? How do I switch it to? Oh, there it is.
Did it not show? Oh, there. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
All right, cool. Got us all hooked. What's going on? What's going on? Everything's a song.
Well, we've been listening to a bunch of Marvin Gaye here lately. Marvin Gaye, and
Yeah.
yesterday was a James Brown day for us.
Hey,
I feel good.
Na, 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 na.
Yeah.
I still love when Eddie Murphy did the hot tub thing on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, and Saturday Night Live.
Wow, too hot in the hot tub.
I need to have that.
Yeah.
I need to have. I feel good. I need for that to be my alarm clock in the morning when I wake up. I feel good.
You can do it.
Good.
Do it on Android. I'm sure you can do it on Apple too.
I'm sure
Okay,
Alexa.
here we
I'm
go.
sure Alexa could do it.
We're up.
Alrighty, here we go.
Get that. He's totally into it. Check that out. I love the harmonics. Good. How's he only have this many subscribers? God. Got a ZZ Top feel to it, doesn't it?
I'm not sure it's ZZ Top.
It does. Picture freaking Frank Beard drumming to it and all that.
I think more Van Halen than ZZ Top.
I don't know. I like it. He just needs the chicks like ZZ Top had, with little short skirts. I seriously can't believe this dude only has 24 subscribers now.
But I think I'll get more after this right here.
Actually,
Nice.
Bravo.
Yeah.
That was awesome, Jimmy.
Dude,
That was good. Well, now we got another person to send some of our sound clips up to add a track inside there because something for a solo. Do a solo inside.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Yeah. There we go. We're building. We're building blocks.
Gotta get the band together.
Get the
band.
That's great. Well, I wanted to ask. Let's see. I guess I have to pull the chat up so I can see him chatting inside. But when you go full screen, you lose the comment section.
You can use the 3 dots and rip out the chat, bring it out to the side.
So you can really okay.
Yeah, click on the 3 dots, like up by the right of the chat, and then you can pop it out.
I don't see the 3 dots. Where's the 3 dots?
Well, even Apple, it might be like something different because it's Apple. But no, YouTube.
oh.
But
I don't see.
No, really, go up where your regular chat bar is. Look up to the right, and you'll see like if you highlight, you kind of hover over it, you'll see like 3 dots, and then
there's nothing.
It should be like pop out chat. No?
Nah, not on. I'm on Google Chrome. This is in Google
Chrome. Should say like where you have top chat. Like, let's see where it says top chat and you have all your chat going on.
No, I'm in art. I'm not in a separate window. A different browser. I'm in the one we're talking on right now.
Oh, no, you have to go in on YouTube. On YouTube.
No big deal. No big deal. So on what I want to ask Jimmy is what is he using for his effects? Because you can hear all the reverb.
It's a lot of fun.
I don't think he has a mic right in front of an amp like a Fender with tons of reverb going on. What are you using for your processing of your basically your DI, your direct input from your guitar? What type of device are you using, Jimmy?
Fuzzbox Voodoo, like ZZ Top. Fuzzbox Voodoo.
Let's see. I have, because I can make that kind of sound using my digital recorder. I have like a couple of different and it allows you to select all these different effect sounds on there. I wonder if that's what he's using.
Think he has some pedals?
Yeah, he's probably using
He'd be working pedals?
An overdrive, I'm thinking. Maybe like a Boss overdrive.
Yeah. My digital recorder, one of them is a Boss. One's a Roland, one's a Boss.
Yeah.
And they both have the ability, once you've laid your track down, you can add these, or you can actually do it while you're recording. You can
add the effects?
Add the effects, yeah.
I like the way he had sort of a Pete Townsend thing going. He almost did the whole bowling thing. Remember when they asked Pete Townsend where he learned how to play guitar like that with this? And he said,
well, I'm going to see. I don't know where my... Let me see if I can find something. I want to share something with you, if I can find it. What did he say? No effects pedal.
Mustang 3 amp.
I told you it was Fender. I heard the Fender sound.
It's a great sound, man.
Lots of effects in it, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and the hat. The hat's awesome. Do not lose the hat. Dig the hat.
I've got a Sidekick Reverb 30 Fender. That's what I have.
Yeah, see, I'm the wimp. I never learned guitar. Well, I started to play guitar, then I put it down, never picked it back up again. Boo.
Oh.
All right, so this music, though. Are we gonna
I'm listening to you, man.
I gotta get an arrangement. I need to know, like I showed you that I sent you the Chicago stuff, right? Because
you're getting too serious and technical. I'm not gonna do arrangement. I'm gonna do everything impromptu. Lay down stuff.
Wing it.
I'm gonna wing it, and I'm gonna send you whatever we have, and then you take it from there, and just give me a track back from that. You're gonna have to use your imagination. I'm looking for. I don't know where. I have a folder somewhere. I have a CD that's available. I don't know, somewhere on the internet on one of those music stores, download places. But I'm trying to look for the original. It might not even be on this computer right here.
What you looking for?
I'm looking for some of my music. I just wanted to share, like what you just did with Jimmy there. I wanted to share, and it's an audio. There's no video on it. I wanted to share if I could find it. Keep talking while I'm looking. I don't want to.
Oh, we're at 9:25 already.
Yeah, I don't. What Art? Are you trying to do like a 3-hour show for a
Three-hour birthday?
3 hour birthday?
Hour for each year?
Yeah, is that what you? I think that's what he's trying to do.
I don't know. I got to talk to the boss downstairs. She might be.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I think you only have
Show's
like
having
you only have like 30 minutes
trouble
left, right?
finding Jimmy Max.
I shared the
It's,
link a couple of times. It's in the chat.
Oh, okay. I'll go to.
Here, I'll pop it in one more time.
Okay.
Right here.
I don't know where
I think
it's
it was
at. So.
Jimmy Max.
It's Jimmy Max 77. Yeah, all smushed together. Jimmy Max 77. We'll find it on YouTube pretty quick. Or
There
use
you
the
go.
link key.
Jimmy wants to know what's the best podcast microphone for. Well, you guys are using Yeti, right?
No,
I'm. You first.
Good. I have Samsung. Remember I talked about this one?
Right.
Mine's the Amazon Basics with the three knobs on.
Mine's
That's about the same price
a
point.
newer microphone. Yeah, it's got its own little mic stand here, and
Are we all USB? Mine's USB. Now it depends what Jimmy
mine
wants.
is
If he wants,
not USB. It's XLR, and it goes right into my mix.
Yeah, that might matter to him. So.
Yeah, but the mixer is USB.
Oh, for Jimmy, when he's asking about
Yeah.
that, maybe he didn't watch the show where I talked about this specific unit that I have right here, but
He's
this one
kinda
might
new
be
to
something
this channel.
he might be interested in this. He might be interested in this because this Samsung right here not only has the vocal on the back, it has the 1/4-inch jack for a instrument. So if he wanted to like do something acoustic with an acoustic guitar,
Cool.
he could plug in acoustic directly into the back, and you can balance between if you wanted to do something live, if you're doing a podcast, and that way, yeah, you can mix. Yeah, you can mix the guitar, and I've done that. As a matter of fact, Ness and I, when we do rotary meetings now via Zoom, and in the rotary meeting, they have. You start off with a prayer, you do this, and one of them is a comedy section. We actually bring jokes in. One of them is the music section inside there, and for some reason, Ness and I always get assigned the music portion for the Zoom. Inside when it's brick and mortar, when we're doing our rotary meetings there, they have a karaoke machine and you just pick a song and everybody sings inside there. But since we're doing this on Zoom, it seems like we always get. And I tried that before. I plugged the acoustic guitar in the back here. I don't know if you can see. There's somewhere back. Oh, there it is. The 1/4-inch jack is right there.
Yep.
I see it.
And,
yeah, I can see it.
And we did that, and it came out really nice. The sound quality came out. It was very clear on the guitar. Ness and I just stood back, and we did the vocals on the section. It came out really nice. So
cool.
Jimmy might want to look into the Samsung. This is called the G-Track Pro. G is in golf.
The price point was he's trying to stay about $1.50. You know,
it was good. The price was good. The price was good on this, and they sell that on Amazon. They sell that on Amazon too.
Nice.
Good night, EM Drone 1.
Oh, good night, sir.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't find.
Jimmy
I think it's on my
now
other
up
computer.
to 30 subscribers.
Sweet. Look at him go. Oh, I hate it when there's somebody that talented that's just like down here. It's not right. I might have to have him come on. If he's gonna like live stream, I'll come on a live stream and he'll have like a little musical, like a little jam, play one track. Ken should bring him on. Tell Ken to get him on. He could play Pigeon Jerky
I'll
live or something. Give it some.
Get him on next week.
Give it some heat, man. In order to make Pigeon Jerky, you need heat. You can bring the heat.
There you go.
I can't find what I'm looking for.
No, I'll get that jerky cooking.
Yeah.
All right.
have to do it next time. I'll bring it on next time when we go back to the music, the art.
Cool.
You're gonna
music
find it.
Music solution show the next time.
You'll find it in like 4 seconds after the show ends. You watch. James.
I know I will.
You're like
I
there,
know I will.
there it is.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Yeah.
There it is.
But what I'll
it's
do
right behind the laptop. There it is.
Oh,
I'll see what I can find, Chuck. You might be interested. I'll tell you. I have one CD out, and if you look I don't know where on the internet that you can find it.
If you can't
the
find
name
it,
of the album. The name of the album is called A Long Time Ago. It was one I wrote all the pieces and performed all the instruments. I did a John Fogerty kind of a thing where I had full control of everything, and
the band
went
name?
on.
Just you.
It's me. It was self-titled. Yeah, self-titled.
Okay.
And it's got about a dozen original compositions on there, using that Roland and the Boss digital multi-track system. I'll find it. We'll do
I'm
maybe
looking
something
right now.
Well, guys, I think
on
it's about
SoundBlend.
time to shut
Maybe.
this bad boy.
Look for an album called A Long Time Ago.
Looking Glass. Is that you?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Shoot. Wow, you are really buried, man.
It was a long time ago that I did this. I think I wrote that album in, I think, 2000. Not 99, 2000, or 2001. I wrote that album.
Cool.
I gave up on giving up. SoundBlend. James Tanner lyrics.
No, that's not me. Different
sorry.
one. There's a lot of us out there.
Sorry, I mean to say that.
Yeah, I mean, Full House. The whole Tanner family.
Man,
that's
right.
You are laying low.
Hold on. Let me see if
I'm frustrated now. I usually can serve stuff pretty good. I'm going to put Lori on the case later. I'll ever hunt you down. She'll find you.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure.
If anybody can find you on the internet, it's my wife. She finds everybody.
Now, there's also Ness and I have a
Circuit
couple of
skills.
other. Ness and I have a couple of other channels. We have on YouTube. There's a channel called The Band Tanner. That was when our son, our son was inside the band. And what we've done with the Band Tanner, we do covers. You got to listen to. Look that one up. I got to tell you,
The band
we've had
Tanner?
The Band Tanner. Let's see.
Yeah. Not Santana. Band Tanner.
The Band Tanner, and you'll see a picture of me and my wife. Yeah, I saw that as soon as I went to. And that's not the one, though. That's not the one. The Band Tanner, there's only two. We did a cover by the Civil Wars and one by the Steel Drivers. But that's not the one. Gosh, I don't know.
Is that on YouTube?
It's on YouTube. It should be the first. If you put The Band Tanner, it should have been the first thing that popped up. That's the first thing that.
Oh, check you two out. Wow, check you two out.
And then
78 subscribers?
We never really went public too much on that one right there. And there's another one. If you go, there's another. Okay, I got another one for you. Keep that one. Just bookmark that one for yourself to check
Wait,
out
is
later on.
this 78 subscribers? I'm about to make it 79. Is this the one where you guys like the swampy? Looks like the freaking woolly swamp.
That's our backyard.
Down to the woolly swamp. If we ever go down to the woolly.
That's our backyard in the that's the one. Remember, I told you we sat down and we talked before, and I said I used the Apple. What was it? What's the audio thing? The big audio program for Apple. The
Alexa?
what's that? No, the processing software. The processing software. I don't think I've installed it on this new computer yet.
No, I can't remember Apple anything except.
Yeah, it's not Pro Logic. It's not Pro Logic. Pro something. Well, anyway, that's the one. Remember we were talking about if you want to do a music video, like MTV used to do, and you want to synchronize all the clips to go inside there. That's what we used. That's what we used on that. So when you get a chance, take a look at that one, and you and Lori get an opportunity. And then also Google, or not Google, go on YouTube and type in Bad Moon Band. Like the CCR song Bad Moon Rising, but do Bad Moon Band, and we've got a lot of songs. That was our
Cranberries
band.
popped up.
Yeah, that's it. That's one of them in there. Cranberries and there's a lot of. And they're all cover tunes that we did in clubs. A bunch of clubs in Korea and the U.S. and when we used to play in Charleston.
Talk about a lot of views with only 64 subscribers, like 1,000 views, 1.3K views.
We didn't keep any of those. That was before we created those channels, before we vlogged. So it wasn't meant. It was basically meant to archive some of the stuff that Ness and I could look at when we get old and our fingers can't play on the guitar strings anymore. See what we actually did back in the day. That's the main reason we set up those. As a matter of fact, I will tell you, I can't even get into those. I don't even remember my username and password to get into those, because of what I wanted to do. I wanted to start adding some stuff to those, but I can't get into the account. And YouTube makes it so hard. To get.
It's Google.
Because it's Google. Yeah, because of Google. And I can't get into it. I tried sending something. I can't get into it. And then they want you to
go to Google password.
You have to, for anybody who's just, they're all on Google already, but before you change your password on Google, well, write it down, or write it down right after you change it. I had a panic situation. I changed my password on Google a few years back, and then I couldn't remember it. And it took an act of Congress to get access again.
Exactly.
And if it wasn't for a lucky break that I had 2 different Google accounts, and they shared the password, and they both were associated with me, and I could prove to Google. Once I got to a human being, which took freaking an act of Congress to get to a human being to prove I was me, because they don't just trust you. Yeah.
Well, I will tell you
really careful with that stuff.
The reason I can't get into those accounts, because everything was associated with my email that I had from Bad Moon Band.
Your Gmail.
I had my own domain. And it was through GoDaddy.
Back then, yeah, before, okay.
I had my own domain. And what I did was I closed that account out, since we don't have the Bad Moon Band anymore.
Oh, that's why you're toast. Yeah.
So I closed. I had a great website. As a matter of fact, I still have all the files from that website. You should see all the gigs that we played in Seoul, Korea, and all over South Korea, everywhere. At all the MWR events we played on USS Ronald Reagan, the nuclear aircraft carrier, when it came into port.
Wow.
We did we were hired by the USO for that, and we played at the U.S. Embassy up in Seoul. We played. We did some really big profile events, and that was all. That was on that. But we stopped the band and we moved to the Philippines and we retired. And I got tired of paying for the domain and the web hosting and stuff like that for something that. But I saved I have all the files and everything from the domain, so I have everything's archived, and I would like to be able to capture some of that stuff and represent that later on.
Okay. Hey guys,
figure it out. Gotta do it.
I think it's about that time.
It is about.
The subscriber count is dropping, and
falling asleep.
People can't handle 3 hours. Art 3 hours.
So,
we watched it drop off this morning.
Let's table this and circle back around next week.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Art.
So hey,
happy birthday
for coming, and I think we had a pretty good show. We had a pretty good crowd tonight. Hopefully, this thing is just gonna keep growing,
It will.
Keep plugging away and
to a blues section now.
And hopefully I could start getting the people coming in, like on Bill the Drone Reviewer. That guy gets almost 100 people watching his show. And
why isn't he coming in
I
here?
got as high as 30 tonight.
What's up with Bill? He's too busy for you? What's up with him?
Networking too, Art. Networking is the key. Get those other places to promote your brand on their channels and stuff like that. When you get invited onto their places or whatever, networking really helps.
That's you see
All
what
right.
happened to mine when Aldrin of Flight Path, he used a little itty bitty clip of my video like as a tip for new FPV pilots.
Mm-hmm.
I was wrapped in there with 11 other people. Most of them were pretty well known, but not me. I picked up like almost 100 subs in just a few days.
There,
Cool.
there you go.
It was
Yeah.
very cool. And it was just cool to be on a video with like Billy Kyle and all these other awesome dudes. It was really cool.
Hey, Jimmy, let's get you on next week. I think it'd be great to have a comedian and a musician on the show. So I'll keep in touch with you.
Sweet.
So, hey, guys, thanks for coming in, and we'll catch you next week.
All right.
Your
Art,
birthday and
thanks for inviting me again. Chuck, always
Yeah,
a
thanks
pleasure,
for having
man.
oh,
Always a
likewise,
pleasure.
James.
All right.
We'll be talking.
Yeah, cheers.
All
Sir.
right, good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.